Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
Dímelo, 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 mi gente. Que lo que? You already know this is Pawn's Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo Shot himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho, a.k.a. Café Bustelo, a.k.a. El Pastor de Boxeo. Mi gente, que lo que, que lo que? Lot of drama in boxeo, a lot of drama in boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, God bless each and every one of y'all. Shout out to the people in the chat. What's good? What's good? What's good? We got fight this week. Anthony Joshua, the former unified heavyweight champion of the world, faces Francis Ngannou, in my opinion, did beat Tyson Fury. So Anthony Joshua need to go out there and put respect on this generation of heavyweights. Because I'm saying like this, that performance by Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury, it put a very a deep dent on this era of heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? When we talking about Tyson Fury was that many believe is the best heavyweight of this era. And then he performed like that with a novice, somebody that never been in the ring, somebody that never wear a pair of gloves or boxing gloves in the professional level. You're going to get floored by a novice in Francis Ngannou. And then in my opinion, to be honest, it actually should be Francis Ngannou versus Daniel Dubois, because I also believe that Daniel Dubois landed a legal body shot versus Alexander Usyk. I'm going to tell you like this. Anthony Joshua need to go out there Friday night and put respect on this era of heavyweight. Put respect on this era of heavyweight. Because right now it's looking embarrassing. It's Anthony Joshua's job to make it look like, you know, it was Tyson Fury that he just didn't come to fight. He was didn't take advantage of the opportunity. It was just an embarrassing moment. Shout out to the people in the chat. What's good? Shout out to the members. Hey, wrong in the building. What's good in the building? He said, why do people keep listening to this guy? This dude just wants all fighters to lose their O. So afraid of losing his fake record, no matter what people say, this guy paid for Conor to be sanctioned. Ron is talking about Floyd Mayweather. We're going to be talking about the comments of Floyd Mayweather. We're going to be talking about the epic classic fight and victory from Raymond Ford, the 126 WBA champion. Shout out to Coach Anthony. Beautiful instructions, beautiful execution by Raymond Ford. We're going to be talking about that fight as well. Also, we're going to be talking about the state of emergency of Ryan Garcia that's supposed to be fighting the 2-division world champion, lightweight undisputed, Devin the Dream Haney. A lot of people are speculating that he might not be ready, that Ryan Garcia may pull out, pause, that he may pull out from the fight, pause. Hopefully he don't. I think it's a fight that been marinated ever since the amateurs. Y'all already know Devin Haney won 3 times. Ryan Garcia won 3 times. Ryan Garcia is the last man to give Devin Haney an 8 count. So it's going to be a great fight if everybody comes in their A game. Pause again. What's good, wrong? What's good, wrong? Cesar in the building. Cesar. It's saying Crawford versus Benavidez. If Bud Crawford was calling out Canelo Alvarez, the 4-division world champion, super middleweight undisputed, if he was calling out King Nelo, if he was calling out Cartelo, if he was calling out Cash Nelo, if he was calling out Payday, if he was calling out, get that fuck out of here, man. You want Canelo Alvarez, you got to go through David Benavidez, because David Benavidez has been in mandatory position for 2 years. You want that work? You think you David and he's Goliath? Yeah, Bud Crawford versus David Benavidez. I'm not saying I'm a fan of that, but if you got the heart and balls to go fight the king of the 168-pound division, then you know what? Get in line and go fight David Benavidez. Let's see what type of bad boy you are in the 160-pound division, Terrence Bud Crawford. Let's go. I got a question for the people in the chat. what YouTube boxing channels are the PBC fanboys? I be on Twitter, I be seeing certain channels and stuff like that. I see the comment section, I see the couple of tweets. I see that there's other channels that's saying that there's a PBC fanboy club. People creating narrative, people trying to debunk narratives. I want to know if it's truly a fanboy club or people is trying to hustle the people. Let's see. Is there a narrative pushes? Are there debunk army? Or the debunk army is just a bunch of dudes that's trying to create an illusion so they could sustain some subscribers that's probably going against the PBC Al Hamon, because of course Canelo Alvarez signed to PBC and then he left PBC and then he goes back to PBC because they said that PBC was broke. They say Al Hamon doesn't have no money, and if Al Hamon and PBC has no money, then what the hell is Canelo Alvarez trying to do business with broke motherfuckers? So we're going to be talking about that as well. We got to make sense out here. But that's the question that I have. Some of the people already answered. Jay Alvarez said, and we're going to mention names because I want to know. He said Ego, Fanon, Dante Boxing Nation especially. I don't know. Jay Alvarez. Is that a narrative? I don't know, because you know what? I got some receipts, and receipts is going to tell you the truth. Are you being hustled, Jay Alvarez? Are you being hustled in believing that these guys really hate, are really fanboys of PBC? Or is it true? I don't know, but you know what? I think I know. I got some receipts I want you to show you. I want to know if you being hustled out there. And your boy, Mr. Moonshine, that breaks it down unbiased, logically, objectively. I don't want my people to be hustled. I want my people to be good. But you know what? I can't knock the hustle of people out here in the YTBC. But you already know your boy, Mr. Moonshine, unbiased, logically, and objectively. I got to protect my people. If you being hustled, I'm going to let you know you being hustled. But if you're going to go with the hustle, if it caters to your need, if that's what it caters to your agenda, caters to your argument. Some people out there like to believe in the lie because it make themselves comfortable, but your boy's gonna tell you the truth, whether regardless you like it or not. Here we go. Randy con la bandera de República Dominicana. Randy, la música de Randy, ¿dónde está la música de Randy? La música de Randy. 2024 va a ganar el Donaldo Trump. We taking American back. We taking American back. Let's go, baby. DJ Camelo Alex Sensation, págame la música Yanketing. All right, baby. Damn, in the building was good, man. David in the building was good. My brother David in the building. La bandera de Puerto Rico, Bayamón, Aguadilla, San Juan, Carolina. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about Amanda Serrano, the 7th Division World Champion. Couldn't step inside the ring because of an eye injury. Damn it, it was lit out there in Puerto Rico. 18,000, breaking the record, y'all. Damn, Amanda Serrano should have been performing. But of course, things happen in the sport of boxing. I know a lot of people was out there ready to see the queen of boxing, the real GWO of the sport of boxing. That's Amanda Serrano. I know she got some respect for Clarissa Shields, and shout out to Clarissa Shields. But the GWO, the most decorated champion in women boxing history, in my opinion, and one of the most decorated champions in boxing is Amanda Serrano, the Manny Pacquiao of the sport of the Manny Pacquiao of women boxing, the 7th Division World Champion, undisputed, the knockout artist, and beautiful at that as well, man. She's just a triple threat. Man, I hope she gets back in the ring real soon. Go back in front of the beautiful Puerto Rican people, Boricua, Latino in the building. You already know. Tito Trinidad, shout out to Tito Trinidad, one of the legends, to help her out. You know what I'm saying? While she was emotional and in talking to the people on the reason why she couldn't step inside that ring that night. Shout out to Jake Paul doing a wonderful job. Jake Paul, man, shout out to Jake Paul. I think that Jake Paul doesn't get the respect that he is due. I know he could talk his ish, but everybody in boxing talk his ish. But let me tell you like this. Jake Paul talks the talks, but he walks the walk. I have way more respect for Jake Paul than I have a lot I have more respect for Jake Paul than a lot of fighters in the sport of boxing, because I'm saying like this: when he say he's a boss, he's a boss. Jake Paul could have used his platform and his fame and his money to pick any other fighter that would have been easy, but he chose Amanda Serrano. He could have picked guys like just a young, hungry, hype him up, male fighter. And that would have been easy. Amanda Serrano, making Amanda Serrano, putting respect on her bank account. You know what I'm saying? Making her a 7-figure fighter. You already know I always believed that Amanda Serrano was a 7-figure fighter. That's why I was one of the supporters, or probably one of the few supporters, probably the 1% that I was okay with her pulling away from that fight with Katie Taylor, not to fight Katie Taylor in the backyard of Eddie Hearn and be a co-main to a non-title heavyweight bout between Povetkin and Dillian White. I was happy about that. People thought I was crazy, but look what happened. They went out there to Madison Square Garden, Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano for the undisputed lightweight championship of the world, and that was one of the best experience I had. It gave me goosebumps. I never heard Madison Square Garden as loud as it was. The Irish people was there. The Boricuas was out there. It was wonderful. It was amazing. It was epic. We need Amanda Serrano back in the ring. What's good, David in the building? Christian Padilla in the building. One of the members of Pontrón Boxeo. César. ¿Qué lo que es eso? Now we're going to get down and dirty. Let's see what we're going to start with. Let's see what topic we're going to start with. Well, let's go with it. Let's go with the thumbnail. Let's go with the thumbnail. Right. Floyd Mayweather has suggested that Terence Crawford versus David Benavidez should happen. If Crawford wants to go up in the 168-pound division and wants to fight Canelo bad, and Benavidez wants to fight Canelo bad, if they can't get Canelo, they can't fight each other. You know what? Y'all know I'm not going to switch up. Because that could benefit what I'm trying to say, but I got to keep it real. I don't like the Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. I think it's a video game fight. I think that Canelo Alvarez will make Bud Crawford eat from a straw. I think that Canelo Alvarez will beat Bud Crawford from pillar to post. It's going to be embarrassing. I think it's not a matchup. I don't know why people's hyping it up. There's a respectable, opinionated people that I do respect in the sport of boxing. Shout out to Bernie the Boxer. We debated about that here, and we debated about that in the Mill City, Mill City Boxing. Me and Shakur Stevenson, shout out to Shakur Stevenson, the 3-division world champion, currently the WBC champion in the lightweight division. We debated about that as well. And I told them it doesn't make sense if I tell you that you should fight Naoya Inoue or Naoya Inoue versus yourself is a good fight. And Shakur Stevenson said, yeah, it's a good fight. But in all actuality, I still know skills is one thing, but there is weight classes for a reason. Is there weight classes for a reason? Is it a myth now? But if Canelo Alvarez is the king, I'm not even going to say if. Canelo Alvarez is the king. Canelo Alvarez is the most accomplished fighter in this generation. One of the most accomplished fighters in this generation. Got a packed resume. Got a first battle resume. And let me tell you something about Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford is good. Bud Crawford is good. But as bad as Canelo Alvarez in 168-pound division, Bud Crawford ain't shit. He beats Earl Spence's ass. Earl Spence was 147 pounds. Yeah. He was 147 pounds, motherfucker. Yeah, we're going to do that Coming to America skit. Shit. Bud Crawford is good, but as bad as Canelo Alvarez in the 168-pound division, Bud Crawford ain't shit. He beat Earl Spence's ass. Ladies and gentlemen, please, man. He was no big fish, man. Terence Bud Crawford found Earl the True Spence on aisle 9 in your local supermarket. Tuna fish. That's what it is. He was no big fish. He was tuna fish. Water. No oil. Water. Anyway. But if Bud Crawford believed that he's good, and we believe that Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez is the prestige and the most lucrative fight and the most asked fight in the 168-pound division, and everybody's all about the skills. Hey, David Benavidez is not pound for pound. David Benavidez doesn't have a belt. How about we put Bud Crawford versus David Benavidez? No, I'm not saying that I like the fight, but what I'm saying for those who respect Canelo versus Bud, then what? You have to respect Bud versus David Benavidez. How about that? Yeah. How about we put Bud versus David Benavidez, the Mexican monster? How about we put that pound for pound to the test? Oh, yeah. Because David Benavidez right now ain't better than Canelo Alvarez. He's not more accomplished than Canelo Alvarez. He's not more prestige than Canelo Alvarez. He's not a future Hall of Famer than Canelo Alvarez. He's not a living legend than Canelo Alvarez. He is not a pound for pound like Canelo Alvarez. So you know what? Bud Crawford should go ahead and test the waters and fight the Mexican monster. I mean, who David Benavidez had fought? Kid and Plant. Who David Benavidez had beat? Anthony Durrell. Who David Benavidez had beat? Some guy that you guys just don't want to respect in Demis Andre. As a matter of fact, I know y'all living in La La Land. I bet some of y'all people think that Bud Crawford can actually also beat Demis Andre. That's what y'all think? Really? Yeah. Because y'all so living in La La Land. Then it's gonna have to take David Benavidez to put things into perspective, right? How about we do promote Bud Crawford versus David Benavidez for those who think that Canelo Alvarez versus Bud Crawford is a good fight? How about we put Bud Crawford versus David Benavidez? Oh yeah, I truly think that Bud Crawford is going to beat up David Benavidez a pillar to post like he beat Earl of True Spins, right? Yeah. All right, let's put it to the test. Take that WBC, you know what I'm saying, power and go up 3 divisions and put yourself in a position to face David Benavidez, and let's see how really good you are in the 168-pound division, and then you can face the king. But as of right now, Bud Crawford and everybody else in the 168-pound division is loyal subjects to Canelo Alvarez. Now, some people may be like, yo, Punch, but you contradicted yourself. The other day you're saying that Canelo Alvarez doesn't want to fight David Benavidez, that he should fight David Benavidez. You on Canelo Alvarez, pause. But then you sounded like, but you always say that Canelo Alvarez is the king. So you actually confusing me, Punch Run. What is wrong with you? No. What is wrong with you? I always say that Canelo Alvarez in 168-pound division should fight David Benavidez. He should fight David Benavidez because he's still holding the straps, because he still got responsibilities. And I also say there's no reason to shame Canelo Alvarez with a David Benavidez. I said that David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez is our fight. It's a fan fight. It's a fight for boxing. But in all reality, Canelo Alvarez can't be shamed to not fight a guy that's not even at the pound for pound list. What is David Benavidez going to give Canelo Alvarez? Nothing. Bragging rights. Something that you and I fight for YouTube. Bragging rights, because that's all we have as fans. It's bragging rights. You want Canelo Alvarez. You're going to shame Canelo Alvarez for bragging rights. No. You just want to see the fight like I want to see the fight. I want to see Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez. I think that's the best fight in the 168-pound division. If he's going to stay active, he's going to keep the belts. He got responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Canelo Alvarez have put himself in a position in which he could do whatever he want to do. Yeah, he paid his dues to do whatever the fuck we want to do. Just like you pay your dues as an adult to do whatever you want to do. You understand what I'm saying? But everybody got responsibilities. You got responsibility as a husband. You got responsibility as a father. You got responsibility in your occupation. You got responsibility in your work. In the end of the day, you could do whatever the F you want to do, but you still got responsibility. And that's the same thing I'm talking about with Canelo Alvarez. He could do whatever he want to do, but he got responsibility. If he drops the belt, he could do whatever he want to do and don't have responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Because if Canelo Alvarez fights David Benavidez and beats up David Benavidez from pillar to post, guess what? Guess what? He wins. He's going to go to the Hall of Fame and the podium and say, I beat Caleb Plant to become undisputed. I beat Sergey Kovalev to become a 3-division world champion. I beat Danny Jacobs and beat Triple G to unify the titles. I beat this one to become a champion in 154. Beat Austin Trout. I beat Cotto to become a champion and stuff like that. Do you understand? He's not gonna say, "Well, I beat David Benavidez," because in all actuality, David Benavidez is just a name for Canelo Alvarez, but he is the biggest threat to us. Do you understand? Folks? I'm just keeping it real. Marky Dan with the $5 super chatty party K. A comprar pizza con Coca-Cola. Said, I don't want to hear Floyd comment on nothing about Canelo or Bud when he could have given Keith one time, Porter, Kelbrook opportunities. He didn't. Marky Dan, you know that I am a Keith Thurman fan. I'm a loyal supporter. Win, lose, or draw, I rock with Keith. But you cannot neglect that Floyd Mayweather did give young, hungry lions a chance. He did give the man that we're talking about right now, Canelo Alvarez, a chance. He did give Victor Ortiz a chance. Now, Mayweather fought prime fighters. Mayweather fought the champions. And Mayweather did fight up-and-coming young, hungry lions. So we can't say that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted Floyd Mayweather to fight Keith from Tom Thurman and not fight Berto. I did want Floyd Mayweather to do that. But guess what? In all actuality, at that time, and if, let's say Floyd Mayweather would have beat Keith from Tom Thurman, I'm saying the same thing about Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez. Around that time, what will Floyd Mayweather would have gained right there? Let's be real. Let's be honest. We can't shame Floyd Mayweather just like we ain't shaming Floyd Mayweather now. We're not shaming Floyd Mayweather not because he didn't fight Keith from Tom Thurman. Maybe if Keith from Tom Thurman would have beaten Manny Pacquiao, then that illusion or that thought still would have been respectable. But as soon as Keith from Tom Thurman lost to Manny Pacquiao, we're thinking what Floyd Mayweather would have done to Keith from Tom Thurman. So he didn't keep that energy up. He didn't keep that illusion up. He didn't keep that talking point up. If Keith from Tom Thurman would have beaten Manny Pacquiao because he was given the opportunity. This was made. This was the passing of the torch. This was supposed to be when things really switched in the welterweight division. Keith from Tom Thurman laid an egg. Keith from Tom Thurman just didn't show up versus Manny Pacquiao. I'm not gonna say show up because that was a close fight and it could have gone either way. I do give 6 rounds to Manny Pacquiao, 6 rounds to Keith from Tom Thurman, but there was a knockdown, and that fight was given to Manny Pacquiao. He earned that fight. I think if he would have beaten Manny Pacquiao, we all would have kept on saying to this day, Floyd Mayweather should have fought Keith. Floyd Mayweather should have fought Keith. But the way that we saw that matchup with Manny Pacquiao, like I said, come on. We can't shame. Come on, man. That's that. And look, ladies and gentlemen, we can't, as much as we want to see the fight, we truly can't shame Canelo Alvarez. We truly can't shame. You know what I'm saying? I always said that Canelo Alvarez, I always stop talking about I always Hunter of the Hunt in the building. I always said that Canelo Alvarez has separated himself from his contemporaries. These guys haven't done 20% of what Canelo Alvarez has done. I believe that David Benavidez, when he was given the opportunity to be the number 1 contender to Artur Beterbiev when he got stripped and the WBC was looking out for him, and they put him as the number 1 contender to fight Artur Beterbiev, and they sent a letter, a long love letter to Mauricio Sudamon, because Samson Liquor was the best friend of Mauricio Sudamon, and said, por favor, re-rank us in 168. We're not ready to be in 175, but you was ready to be in 175 because you lost your belt by being overweight. You should have been 175. You should have put your skills to a test versus Artur Beterbiev, but they wasn't ready. Now, let's put it this way. If David Benavidez around that time would have fought Artur Beterbiev and beat Artur Beterbiev, let me say it like this about Beterbiev. Beterbiev is good, but Beterbiev's defense was never that superior. He did get dropped several times. But of course, he's Beterbiev. He's not American, so American doesn't really hold Beterbiev accountable. They don't say that he got a weak chin and things of that nature. They only do it to American fighters and stuff like that. But anyway, Beterbiev was getting put down. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that David Benavidez, with his skills and talent and his approach to the offensive game that he got in his power and his combination, I think he would have gave Beterbiev a run for his money. I'm not gonna say that he would have beat Beterbiev, but I'm gonna say it like this: if he would have beaten Beterbiev and then would have became a champion, right, and hold all these straps at 175, knowing that Canelo Alvarez liked to tamper with going to the 175-pound division, I think it would have been a good justice for him. And he probably would have had a Suldo Ramirez under his belt as well. So all I'm saying is David Benavidez, the truth is he doesn't have anything Canelo Alvarez wants. This fight is for us. We're shaming Canelo Alvarez because we want to see the fight. But in all actuality, what does it do for Canelo Alvarez? What does it do? David Benavidez is not even a pound-for-pound fighter. Am I right or wrong? David Benavidez doesn't even have a title. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just the illusion that we believe that he's a monster, the illusion that we believe that David Benavidez is the toughest task. It wasn't that the illusion with Bud Crawford or the True Spins. I mean, I had Bud Crawford winning ever since they ever talked about that fight, but I don't think a lot of people thought that Bud Crawford was going to beat Earl Spence from pillar to post. And this is the reason why people is in illusion right now. This is the reason why people are saying, what about Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez just because he beat him from pillar to post? So we don't know what's going to happen. People think that David Benavidez is going to be a hard task for Canelo Alvarez. How about if that's the easiest task? We thought that Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao was the fight of the century. That shit was a dud. So we don't know. We thought that Tyson Fury was way better than Francis Ngannou. Look what Francis Ngannou did to Tyson Fury. So we don't know what's going to happen. What's good? Just do it. You feel me? We got to talk the real. But if Bud Crawford wants money, because people saying, hey, yo, Canelo Alvarez versus Bud Crawford is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Hey, how about Bud Crawford versus David Benavidez? If Bud has the heart and the skills to give Canelo Alvarez problems or could beat him, and you think it's a fair fight, then Bud Crawford versus David Benavidez is a fair fight. And I think that's respectable. If Bud Crawford could beat Benavidez, he gets Canelo. Why should Bud Crawford skip the line from 154s and 160s and 168 and get a Canelo Alvarez? Because he beat Earl the True Spence? Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you like this. Bud Crawford has all the skills to be the number one fighter in the sport of boxing. 1, 2, you can flip it around pound for pound with Naoya Inoue. We ain't taking nothing away from Bud Crawford. Nothing away. But let me tell you like this. His resume, I don't think it's first ballot Hall of Fame worthy. His skills, right in. But his resume, I don't think it's first ballot Hall of Fame worthy. Remember what I'm saying? Don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say it is not Hall of Fame. I said Bud Crawford's resume is not first ballot Hall of Fame worthy. First ballot Hall of Fame worthy. Could be second, could be third. His accomplishment is first ballot Hall of Fame worthy. His resume is not first ballot Hall of Fame worthy. He didn't beat a bunch of champions like the way that Floyd Mayweather did, so I don't want to hear nobody compare it. He didn't beat champions the way that Canelo Alvarez did. He didn't beat champions the way that Oscar De La Hoya did. He didn't even, hey, I'm going to tell you like this. Even Josh Taylor has a better 140-pound resume. Even Teofimo Lopez has a better 135 and 140-pound resume. Yes, and being Sando Martin that retired Mikey Garcia, beating the undisputed in Josh Taylor, in 135, beating Richard Comey back-to-back, beating Lomachenko. Ladies and gentlemen, Bud Crawford's resume is not first ballot Hall of Fame worthy. And sorry, folks, as much that it was an electric performance by Bud Crawford beating Earl the True Spence. Earl the True Spence was 147 pounder, and he was the underdog. Just because Bud Crawford beat Earl Spence from pillar to post, that does not mean that he go up 3 division weight classes and fight El King, El Rey, pound for pound, Canelo Alvarez. I ain't that delusional. I ain't that crazy. What's happening to the hardcore boxing fans, and you becoming delusional. You're becoming a casuals. The hardcores have become a casuals. If you believe that Bud Crawford could go out there 3 divisions and face Canelo Alvarez, and I'm not talking about Canelo Alvarez just got good skills, great accomplishment. Motherfucker, Canelo Alvarez have the best chin in the history of the sport of boxing. And if Canelo Alvarez couldn't get wobbled by Triple G, one of the massive punches of the generation, if he couldn't get wobbled by moving up to the 175-pound division and he couldn't get wobbled by Sergey Kovalev, I don't want to hear jack shit what Bud Crawford going to do to Canelo Alvarez. But Canelo Alvarez will make Bud Crawford eat from a damn straw when he gets through with him and use him as a toothpick. Spit that shit out. That's what will happen. Love them both. But I'm getting tired of this, folks. I'm getting tired. Bud Crawford and Canelo, shut the F up. I'm getting tired of this. Just keeping it real. Sorry, Lord, for my language. Sorry, Lord. Sorry, Lord. All right. Let's move on to the next subject. Let's move on. Is it this? Let's talk about. Hold on. Is it this? First, oh, I also want to say. Rest in peace, rest in peace, rest in paradise to Mama Haney. Rest in peace. Bill Haney's mother has passed away. Devin Haney's grandmother has passed away. My condolences, my thoughts and prayers go out to the Haney family. Beautiful woman. Prayers that you know, for strength, prayers for each day, a heavy heart, has less weight on it. I pray for uh to sustain emotions, just for the better. Just feel good, man. It's hard, man. You only got one mother. A moment of silence for Renee, a moment of silence for Mama Haney. Shout out to the Haney family. Shout out to the Haney family. Shout out to Bill Haney. My brother, we're here for you. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of praise or criticism that we have for your son when we're talking about fights or potential fight or potential breakdown. Boxing is one thing, but boxing translates to life itself. This is a boxing community, and we should all be there as one to support the Haneys in this tough time. So shout out to Devin Haney, shout out to Bill Haney. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for you, brother. If there's a conversation or anything, any words of encouragement, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I know the feeling of lost moms and grandmother that raised me. Yeah, man. It's a tough feeling, man. I haven't gone through that, but I'm gonna tell you like this, man. It will be one of the worst experience emotionally for me when think about it. When that happens, it's inevitable. We all gonna go. We all gonna go. Talking about Devin Haney, we have to talk about Ryan Garcia. What is going on with Ryan Garcia, folks? They're saying that Ryan Garcia is a drunk. They're saying that Ryan Garcia is a cokehead. They're saying that Ryan Garcia is mentally challenged. They're saying that Ryan Garcia is not good. They're saying Ryan Garcia is going to pull out the fight. They're saying for his team to pull him off from the fight. Ryan Garcia seems a little off for most of the people. What a lot of people don't want to talk about is, and I understand that this is the boxing community, and of course that when we look at warriors, we feel like these guys ain't human. And sometimes when they're going through certain things and they express what they're going through is a sign of weakness for many of the fans, because let's be honest, the boxing fans really don't look at fighters like humans. Remember, we pay to see them hurt each other. We are geared to pay to see other humans strip the health from another human. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So I understand why people ain't going to give Ryan Garcia the benefit of the doubt. But let's break it down. Let's put it into perspective, because over here in Punch Drunk Boxing, we keep it unbiased, logically, and objectively. You know what I'm saying? I've been a critic of this new wave of mental illness. You know what I'm saying? Everybody they pulling out the victimhood card. Everybody, when something good ain't happening, they want to pull the mental illness card and stuff like that. And everybody got to step back and accept that mental illness. Everybody got mental illness. Put it that way. Nobody has accountability and things of that nature. But I'm not going to be talking about mental illness. I did that already. But what I'm going to be talking about is probably something that a lot of people never experience, because not everybody does get married. But probably you had a breakup in your life that it really took a toll. Maybe it takes a toll for days, for a couple of days. Maybe you were the one that broke a girl's heart and she couldn't, and you know what I'm saying, she was sad and she couldn't go to work and she stayed home all day, and maybe she take your ass to court because she just want to be bitter, like a lot of bitter baby mamas in family court. You already know what it is. Ryan Garcia says a couple of weeks ago that he's having a divorce. Now, for most of the people, People are looking at it like, who cares? You having a divorce, you having women problems. Stop it. You can't control the Vijiji, you can't control the Punani and stuff like that. We don't give a damn of what you're saying. You could get all these girls in the world. That's how we look at Ryan Garcia. But let's be real, let's be honest. If anybody has gone through a divorce, if anybody, men or women, you know, and you have, and there's kids involved, you know it takes a toll. Whether people want to acknowledge it or not, it takes a toll. Everything changes because when you get married, you become one. You become one with that significant other. You build a home, you build a lifestyle, you're trying to raise children within that same structure, morals, whether it's religion, whether it's just tradition, whether it's just through your personality. And when you break up, you lose your home, you lose your life. How many times you hear that people say that my children or my wife or my family is my life? You know what I'm saying? I don't expect a lot of people to understand that. I don't expect a lot of people to understand the family structure, the nuclear family. I know in America, they love to separate that. I know in America, they don't like to promote the nuclear family, men and women and children in the same household. They want you to, they want to put out there that women are happy single. Oh, the single ladies. Oh, the single ladies. Yeah. Beyonce was singing all the single ladies, but she got a billionaire husband and stuff like that. But she's promoting all the single ladies. Happy. If I was a bitch, I'll be slapping Beyonce. What the fuck are you talking about? All the single ladies. You ain't single, bitch. Huh? You supposed to be singing, get a billionaire, get a billionaire, get a billionaire. Huh? You remember Beyonce singing to the left, to the left? Why you singing to the left, to the left? Why you don't go to the left and leave and Jay-Z and leave all that money, huh? All the single lady and stuff like that, and you married and shit like that. Ain't that a bitch? Beyonce is dissing these ladies at the same time. She be in her concert. She say, "Oh, the single lady." Bitch, look at all y'all motherfuckers single. Oh, the single bitches in the house. Oh, the single ladies in the house. And other girls be like, "Ow." Beyonce's like, "Look at these stupid ass single bitches got no man." She throwing indirect shots at y'all ladies, y'all single ladies. But anyway, so. Man, why you wearing the Trump? He don't like Mexico. Yes, he does love. Yes, he loved Mr. Donaldo Trump. He loves everybody, man. We bringing America back. If you don't like it, we bringing America back. You better get you shout out to the New York City, New York resident, New York's own Mr. Donaldo Trump. We're getting it back, baby. 2024 is our year, baby. Let's go. I don't give a damn, man. This is what I'm going to vote for. You vote for whoever you want to vote. Don't come over here and tell me what I got to vote for, right? You have the same right I have. Don't try to take my right, all right? You vote for whoever you want to vote. I'm voting for my guy, Donald Trump, okay? Captain Orange. The gas was cheaper. The food was cheaper. Everybody was lending money, goddamn it. I bought a house. I got cars and stuff like that. And then Sleepy Joe came around. Everything's expensive. A gallon of milk cost $15.99. And y'all bought a gallon of milk for $15.99 and a potato chip for $6. For $6. The one that used to cost 25 and 50 cents. Now the same potato chip costs $8. A gallon of milk costs $15.99 and stuff like that. I remember I was packing up a grocery for like $50. And it was, man, I got everything for $50, $60. Man, now shit. $50, give me a loaf of bread, or orange juice, and milk. Half a milk, not even a gallon of milk. No. Bring back Donaldo Trump. Okay? Shit, I don't give a damn what y'all think. All right? I remember I was pumping my damn gas on my Durango, and to pump the gas was $68 to fill the gas tank. Now I got to pay almost $130 right now. I don't give a damn what y'all say. Bring back Mr. Donaldo Trump. And no wars. And he was the man. He'll go up to Mr. Putin. Yo. What up? You remember when he shook the hand of Putin? Ven pa' acá, coño, que yo estoy hablando contigo. Yo soy Donald Trump, oye. Dame la mano aquí, coño, que yo soy Donald Trump, oye. Why you crazy? Huh? My guy went to North Korea and be like, hey, yo, Jin Kang-hoon, vamos a hablar ahora mismo, vamos a hablar. ¿Qué está pasando? De que tú tienes problemas, de que tú you're going to bomb somebody. Yo soy Donald Trump from Queens, New York City. That's the way he talk like that. That's why I relate. See, the thing, I relate to Donaldo Trump because he's from New York. Everybody is so like bitchy. Oh my God, I hate the way he talks. What are you talking about? He hate the way he talks. He's from New York City, man. We don't got no damn filter. That's all I heard. I mean, I don't like the way he talks. Shut the F up. You talk so much shit on social media yourself. I don't like the way he talks. He doesn't sound presidential, man. Sounding presidential is a liar, man. I don't want no damn guy that sound presidential. I want somebody to speak my damn language. He speak New York language. You feel me? Donald Trump speak New York language. I understand each word. I understand when he was throwing the paper to the toilet paper to the Puerto Ricans and stuff like that. The Puerto Ricans was tight. They were like, "Hey, yo, we play baseball." You feel me? The Puerto Ricans play baseball, so you know what I'm saying. Donald Trump will love sports, so when he was throwing the toilet paper and stuff like that, it was catching it like, "Ay, que lo que, gracias, cabrón, dámelo aquí, que me tengo que limpiar la nalga, gracias, Donald Trump," and everybody getting mad. Yo, look at Donald Trump throwing toilet paper. What the fuck you want him to do? Hand it over, get on the podium and hand it to each man? Man, he was throwing. He was like, "Hey, yo, catch it. Hey, yo, Tom Brady. Woo, woo." You know? Come on, what's wrong with y'all, folks? You know what I'm saying? People that respect Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying? You know, they just we alphas, man. Too many beta males out here. I don't like the way he talk. I don't like the way he talk. He's so mean. He's so man. Shut up. Grow up. Grow the F up. Man, yeah. Build that wall all the way up into the damn ceiling, goddammit. You got locks on your door. Don't you got locks on your door? Yo, but he said he building the wall. So what? You got a damn door in your house. You protect your house, right? Don't you got a lock on your door? A matter of fact, how about that? How about you just break the door off the hinge? How about take the door off the hinges and let people just walk in your house and stuff like that? No. If you don't like it, take the door out the hinges and in the nighttime, have your kids there. No, let them walk in. No, let them walk in. ¿Verdad? Savage? ¿Verdad? Yo, bro. Yo, but he built the wall. But yeah, damn right, build the goddamn wall. What the fuck you think, man? Protection, man. Protection. Mother gonna be talking about, no, but everybody has the right to come, man. Ain't nobody got the right to come over here. Pay the damn dues. Taking our jobs away. Taking the goddamn jobs away. Right, Uptown? Come on, what's wrong with these people? He building the wall. All right, take the hinges out the damn door. Look at Shadow Ghost. Shadow goes to the building and say, "Yo, Trump 2024. He said, man, I'm all for it. I'm tired of these grocery and gas prices." Goddamn right. Shit. People ain't even going to work. People paying. People working. People working to get paid to go to work. That's what it is right now. People working to get paid to go to work. The tolls are up. They don't give a damn about the essential workers and stuff like that. Huh? Shit, man. Everything is up. You thought they was going to cut you a break. Huh? You thought they was going to cut you a break. You thought Sleepy Joe, the media played y'all fools, huh? Your boy Mr. Moonshine was preaching all that damn time. And you guys said, don't get fooled. Don't get fooled. But let's go back to boxing. And put it this way. We're boxing fans, right? Mr. Donald Trump was a supporter of boxing. Let's not forget that he was the one that was paying Mike Tyson all that money in Atlantic City. Let's not forget that before Las Vegas, Atlantic City was the mecca of boxing. Let's not forget that the reason why there's UFC is because Donald Trump funded and gave the first opportunity for Dana White. That's the reason why he has the red carpet in the UFC. Because if it wasn't for Donald Trump, you wouldn't have UFC like the way that it is right now. He opened the doors for the UFC. He the one that was paying Mike Tyson in his heyday. So I don't give a damn what y'all say. Trump. Build the goddamn wall. Build it all the way up, damn it. I want that wall to reach all the way to the clouds, damn it. Build it up all the way up. Keep them people out of here. You better keep him out. Keep him out. But let's talk. Code in the building was good. Code in the building. Oh, look at Code is a little liberal. He a little liberal. Code is a little liberal. You are beta male. Hold on. Let's go to another. Let's go. What we need to talk about. All right. Let's go to another subject. Let's go to another subject. Was this? Was this? All right. So yeah. Mike Tyson. Shout out to I am Mike Tyson. Y'all already know when Mike Tyson speak, we listen. Mike Tyson just have that type of aura, right? Mike Tyson is highly respected by the boxing fan. Is probably the most recognized name. Mike Tyson, I believe, now that Michael Jackson is dead, is probably the most recognized face in the world. And when it comes to combat sport, when Mike Tyson talks, you listen. It is what it is. Mike Tyson just have that type of attention, give the people the attention span. When Mike Tyson talk, you just listen. So Mike Tyson said that Canelo Alvarez does not have the courage. Well, let's read because I don't want people to think like, oh, yo, it was me that made it up. If you haven't read the article, shout out to Boxing Scene and shout out to Marca Publications. Let's see what Mike Tyson said. In an interview with Marca, Tyson said he was surprised that Canelo walked away from a proposed multi-million-dollar fight with his natural rival Benavidez. I can't believe, let me read it like Mike Tyson. I can't believe what I just heard. Responding to the Iranian reports that the Mexican had turned down a real deal of some 16 million. What's wrong with Canelo? Is he afraid of losing? Does he want to give the fans the fight that want to see? Don't you want to give the fans the fight that you want to see? Mike Tyson continues and said, "Do you not respect the legacy of the great Mexican champions who face the best regardless of the money? This is a shame for boxing and for Mexico. If I were him, I would accept the fight with Benavidez, and I show the world that he is the best. But it seems he doesn't have the courage to do it. It has a shame because he has a lot of talent, but he lacks heart." Whoa. Mike Tyson said it is a shame because he has a lot of talent, but he lacks heart. Man, in all of the years of Canelo Alvarez, I don't think that many ever question the heart of Canelo Alvarez. Let's not forget again that Canelo Alvarez is the 4-division world champion, super middleweight undisputed, one of the best resumes of the sport of boxing. Started his career at 147, started his career at the age of 15, meaning he was ready to throw down fists with men. Nobody truly has ever really, and especially fighters, especially legends, said that Canelo doesn't have courage. Now, I'll put a poll up here. I'll put the poll. I said Tyson said Canelo got no courage and lacks heart in reference to not fighting Benavidez. You agree? 17% says Mike Tyson is wrong. 52% says Mike Tyson is right. 52% feels 115 people has voted. 52%, which is leading, Mike Tyson was right. 21% says he got hard just milking the business. And 10% says Mike biased to the Mexican monster. Let's not forget that it was Mike Tyson who gave David Benavidez his nickname. Most of the people feel like Mike Tyson is right. Does Canelo Alvarez has the cojones? Does give me 1 second, y'all. Give me one. El Papatron. Sí. When the legend speaks, you listen. Calls like it. What up, Philip? What up, Philip? Randy in the building. So do y'all truly believe that Canelo Alvarez have no courage? Do y'all really think that Canelo Alvarez is scared of David Benavidez? He doesn't have courage. He doesn't have heart. Out of all these years, out of everything that Canelo Alvarez have accomplished, After all these years, he stepped up. He fought Triple G twice. He the one that moved up. He's the little man. Canelo Alvarez could have fought Demis Andre in 160 for the undisputed, but then he moved up, didn't get that fight, and he moved up to fight Sergey Kovalev, who had a knockout victory versus a young, hungry lion in Anthony Yarde, and stopped him. He went to the 168-pound division and stopped Smith, and well, he went 12 with Smith. Stop Caleb Plant, stop Billy Joe Saunders. A guy that David Benavidez couldn't stop Caleb Plant. All of a sudden, Canelo Alvarez doesn't have courage. All of a sudden, that Canelo Alvarez doesn't have heart. All of a sudden, Canelo Alvarez doesn't have huevos. All of a sudden, the Canelo Alvarez doesn't have this particular fortitude, the mental fortitude to step inside the ring versus David Benavidez. What has David Benavidez earned for us to say, oh my God? What has David Benavidez truly done for us to say, oh my God, Canelo Alvarez is afraid? Ah! What? Let's truly break it down. What has David Benavidez truly done for the people that have witnessed Canelo Alvarez's achievement in a career? That he doesn't have courage. What does he have? I mean, I would understand if David Benavidez would have gone to the 175-pound division and stopped Bivol and stopped Beterbiev, and then I could see that illusion, that scariness, that threat, that monster. I didn't see a monster versus Caleb Plant. We did see what he did to my boy Demis Andre, right? He just was walking through some punches after the third, fourth round. What has, let's be real, let's be honest. We all want to see the fight. I want to see the fight. Are we now going to call Canelo Alvarez that he doesn't have courage? He has lack of heart. He has a particular fortitude. What did David Benavidez actually done for us to say that a proven guy, the king, doesn't have any courage to fight David Benavidez? Let me see the chat. Help me out here. Hunger fights a decade. Canelo was getting a 92-8 split plus some pay-per-view percentage. If that ain't the duck, what is? Coda, that's not enough for the risk. Jake Paul offers more money, less risk. Also, Abel, you want Canelo Alvarez to fight Jake Paul rather than David Benavidez. Okay. Daniel said, I wonder why Caleb Plant didn't clinch up to Canelo like he did against Benavidez. Okay. So it was because of the clinch that he didn't knock out Caleb Plant. And this is what I mean. And I said this the other day. Yes, sometimes we could have difference of opinion. Sometimes opinions change. I think we're getting into a society that if you change your opinion, is like a curse. Oh my God. Oh my God. The reason why, and I said this a lot of times throughout the last couple years, especially when he signed that the zone deal, I said that Canelo Alvarez has been one of the few fighters that has been highly active in where he's at. He's been active. He's been achieving. He's been accomplishing. His resume speaks for itself. His accomplishments speak for itself. It got to the point that we expect something from Canelo Alvarez, and we just wasn't expecting enough from everybody else. Hunter of the Hunts con los 20 pesos de Super Chari Chari Parique. A comprar comida china para la familia. Dice Punch, I get where you're coming from. I am a Canelo fan as well. It just looks bad for him. I think David deserves the fight more than Berlanga or Munguia. Plus, he said he wouldn't fight a Mexican. SP, I'm confused. Yeah, we all and we know what, Hunter the Hunt, we all critique Canelo Alvarez for those type of comments because as a countryman, the way as a fighter, the way that you do give back, and by helping your fellow countrymen is by actually fighting them. That's how you help out a countryman. You don't help out a Mexican fighter by not fighting him. You help a Mexican fighter and your countryman by fighting him. That's how you change his life. You don't change his life unless if you beat him for pillar to post and leave him permanently damaged. You don't change his life if you give him a shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying you don't change his life by not giving him a shot. You're supposed to give it. You really care about your countrymen. You give your countrymen. You give a Sudo Ramirez a shot. You give a David Benavidez a shot. You give a Jaime Munguia a shot. And Canelo and Mike Tyson was actually explaining that to Jamal Charlo that time when he was in the interview. He said, man, you're supposed to fight your friends. That's why I'm all for a Shakur Stevenson fighting a Kid Austin. I'm all for a Teofimo Lopez fighting Rolly Romero. There's really no friends in the sport of boxing in terms of, that's just my opinion, but I understand them. But in my opinion, if you're coming into the sport of boxing, you got goals from yay high, and you want to become the greatest of all time, you got to go through your friend if they're in their respective division, right? Right? That's just what it is. That's just my opinion, right? Good looking out, Hunter of the Hunt. Appreciate you, my brother. He said, Coda said Triple G was the most overrated mother effer out there. I'm gonna say for that fight, it wasn't overrated. I think after the fight, I didn't think that Triple G accomplished what he needed to accomplish. I felt that in this era, Triple G has gotten too much credit. I agree with that, Coda. I believe that Triple G has gotten too much credit and left all the dirty work for Canelo Alvarez to do. And Canelo Alvarez is the one that has to clear the 160, have to move up to the 160 and become undisputed. And I've been saying it for a long time. Triple G has been getting the pass. I never seen nobody get a pass like Triple G, because there was supposed to be a Triple G and Canelo Alvarez era. See, I'm gonna give you the difference between Triple G and Canelo Alvarez and that mega fight before the mega fight was Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. See, Floyd Mayweather was doing his thing in his side. Manny Pacquiao was doing his thing in his side. They was beating champions. They was beating hard fights, hard opponents, legendary opponents. Manny Pacquiao was doing the same thing. So Manny Pacquiao was like, when Floyd did something, Manny Pacquiao did something. It was like, anything you can do, I can do better. Everything you can do. And how does it go? Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. So that was the evolve and the enhance and the anticipation of Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. When it came to Triple G and Canelo Alvarez, it just seemed like Canelo Alvarez is doing all the dirty work, but this guy is getting just as much praise. Who you fighting after Canelo Alvarez, and what Canelo Alvarez is doing after? Canelo Alvarez is going to the 168. Canelo Alvarez is going to the 175. What are you doing, Triple G? But he's getting the praise. So I do agree with you. I've been saying it for quite some time. I think I've been the only channel that been like that. Triple G really has getting, I think he has been overrated in my opinion. But the fight was not overrated at the time that it happened. I agree and disagree. Canelo looking crazy out here, Punch. Shout out to Punch Run Boxing. He looking crazy because that's the fight that we want. But we also looking crazy and shaming him. You understand what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm saying? We want the fight bad. We know that's the mega fight in 168 and probably the mega fight in the sport of boxing. But then when we look at it, does David Benavidez got any legacy behind him? Is it really a mega fight, or is it just a fight for us fans? Let's be real. Let's be real, folks. This ain't Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather. This ain't legacy versus legacy, pound for pound versus pound for pound. This ain't the 8th division world champion fighting the 5th division world champion. This ain't it. We want it to be it, but it's not it. So, do we want the fight? Yes. Is it the best fight in the sport of boxing? Hyped up? Yes. But from a Canelo Alvarez glance, what has David Benavidez done that Jaime Munguia hasn't done? What has David Benavidez done that Jaime Munguia hasn't done? As a matter of fact, Jaime Munguia has fought in 3 divisions and was a champion. What has David Benavidez done that Jaime Munguia hasn't done? Let's put things into perspective. It's a hype fight. It's more of a trending fight. But for Canelo Alvarez, David Benavidez is just another opponent. David Benavidez is just another opponent when it comes to the resume of Canelo Alvarez. An undefeated mandatory challenger. Former champion, yes. Former champion, yes. But if we're looking at the resume of David Benavidez, and we're looking at what he's accomplished. This ain't pound for pound versus a truly mega fight is the true best fight and the best. Even Bud Crawford and Earl the True Spence was both on the pound for pound list and highly accomplished when they fought. Do you understand what I'm saying? Hagler and Hearns was accomplished. Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard was accomplished. Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali was accomplished. Put up Pernell Whitaker and Chavez was accomplished. Even when Hoya fought Julio Cesar Chavez, that was accomplished. He said been mandatory for 3 years. Abdul Kokorov was mandatory for 3 years for Earl the True Spence Coda. Abdul Kokorov, ain't nobody was saying that Earl Spence should fight Abdul Kokorov. Right? Was anybody here saying that Earl Spence should fight Abdul Kokorov? Did anybody hold Earl Spence accountable? Remember, the IBF did not mandate Earl Spence for nearly 5 years. So yeah, I understand. I remember when Dillian White was a mandatory for a long time. Dillian White was a mandatory for over 2 years and still got knocked out by Tyson Fury. Exactly, Coda. Exactly. He said, who the F is that? A guy that was mandatory for almost 3 years for Earl Spence. Became mandatory March 2019 and never got a shot because nobody cared about him. Everybody was looking for a potential fight between Bud Crawford and Earl the True Spence, and everybody didn't care. I was the only one in the YTBC that was making videos about it. Let me tell you who's Abdul Kokorov. Mr. Coda. My friend, my Boricua friend. I'll show you. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Got you right here, sir. Give me 1 second. Boom. Earl Spence's next fight won't be Manny Pacquiao and no Crawford. It will be winner of Abdul Kokorov versus Lipinet. Look at this right here. Boom. Boom. Earl Spence versus Abdul Kokorov next. Hey, Canelo is ridiculed for not fighting mandatories. Canelo, look at January 7th. I said Canelo Alvarez was ridiculed by not fighting mandatories, but this man didn't fight his mandatory. Hold on. I'm the only one. The only one that was mentioning Abdul Kokorov around here. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Earl Spence faced days after accident. Spence versus Abdul Kokorov, IBF mandatory, next fight. November 25th, 2019. See, I'm just a boxing content creator that just brings the facts, you know what I'm saying? I keep the same energy. So if I'm keeping the same energy with David Benavidez, why nobody kept the same energy with Abdul Kokorov? Because in the end of the day, it's what the fans want. You guys really don't give a fuck about mandatories. Day in the building said, with the $5 super chat, said, we can't hold legacy against David either. Canelo's in the way of David to carve his legacy. Salute to you, Punch. Big fan. Good looking out. Dave in the building with the $5 super chat. Good looking out, man. Appreciate you, my brother. I don't think that Canelo Alvarez is actually standing in the way of David Benavidez. Maybe the 168 pounds, but we all know that David Benavidez is a big boy. Pause. We know that David Benavidez lost his straps. Nobody beat him. He lost his straps twice. I'm sorry, but in life, we got to take accountability. Sometimes we make mistakes and we don't get those opportunities right back, and that's what it is. People are looking at David Benavidez and shaming Canelo Alvarez. It was David Benavidez who fucked up. Let's be real. Let's be honest. That's like if you cheated on your girl, or your girl cheated on you and you give her a chance and she cheated on you again. All right, give her a chance. No, she worked away for another opportunity, so I'm going to go in a relationship with her again. If your girl cheated on you one time, you give her a chance, she cheated on you again. Are you gonna give her the third opportunity? Yeah. I mean, she been good. So you know what I'm saying? She been treating good. I mean, yeah, I'll give her another opportunity, you dumb motherfucker. All I'm saying is, guys, we want the fight, but in all actuality, is it right for us to shame Canelo not to fight David Benavidez? Like, is it right? Is it right that me, a 4-division world champion, super middleweight undisputed, have beaten over 15 champions? I got legends under my belt. My resume is probably the best resume of this generation. And you are going to shame me with this guy who have not done not even 10% of what I've done. Think about it, folks. We want the fight, but is it right to shame Canelo Alvarez to fight David? If it's shaming is one thing. Wanting is one. Critiquing is another. But are we going to shame the proven guy? The proven guy with a guy that hasn't done shit? Can you imagine if somebody critique you? You did all the work in your team. You did everything in your job. You did everything in school. And some guy, you're going to get shamed by some guy. They're going to downplay you because this guy has not done anything compared to what you have done. And you're going to be shamed. How would you feel? Y'all going to be like, him, her? You going to... Time out. I put in all this work. This motherfucker right here for the guy that I knocked out and one guy that was a 2-division world champion and moved up. And you going, this man ain't even enough. Who is David Benavidez? Anybody pound for pound list right now? Y'all gonna shame me with him. Y'all gonna say all of a sudden that I'm scared of this dude. When I moved up to the 175-pound division, I ain't sent no goddamn letter to the WBC and say, can you re-rank me in 168? Let's not forget that Canelo Alvarez, he moved up to the 175-pound division. Let's not forget that right now is David Benavidez moving up. But when he was going to move up and fight Arturo Beterbiev, the motherfucker had cold feet, and Sam Silica was sending a love letter to Mauricio Sudamon and said, can you re-rank us in 168? Yeah. The WBC did you a favor. The WBC called your card. The WBC put you in place to fight Arturo Beterbiev, and you ran like a little ass. What? No? Am I saying something wrong? Or now you want to go to the 175-pound division to beat this guy. But when you was in the 175-pound division to face Beterbiev, where were you? Y'all lucky I took that love letter out. Let me see if I still got it. Huh? Let's not forget this, folks. I am writing regarding my fighter, now former 2-time WBC super middleweight world champion David Benavidez from Arizona. First, let me say that while Team Benavidez appreciates your generous decision to install David as the #1 light heavyweight in your latest rankings, I'm writing to inform you that David wishes to continue his career as super middleweight. Therefore, we request that David, he returned to the 168 ratings in position that will make him eligible to fight an eliminating fight with a goal of regaining the title belt he wears with good pride. No. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Canelo Alvarez had the courage. Canelo Alvarez had the balls. Canelo had the particular fortitude to go to the 175 and become a champion. That's why he became a 3-division world champion. David Benavidez was given the title shot after his fuck up. Let's not erase that, folks. Let's not erase that. It happened. Texas 16 South, con lo 10 pesos. Dice, punch, keeping it Rio de Real. Gracias de lo mío. God bless you. Come on, brother. Let's be real out here. The reason why sometimes even I want to hold Canelo Alvarez accountable is because, especially in the 160, 168, 175 pound division, Canelo Alvarez, I expect something from Canelo Alvarez. I don't expect anything from nobody else. I don't expect too much what Jamar Charlo going to do. I don't know what Jamar Charlo going to do. I don't know. I don't know what Triple G was going to do outside of the Canelo Alvarez. I don't know. Even I don't know what's next for my guy, Demetrius Andre. I don't know what's next for Kalen Plant. I don't know what David Benavidez is going to do. Now, I mean, he did his thing 2023. I don't know who Edgar Berlanga really going to fight next. So this is just calling out Canelo Alvarez because it's just Canelo Alvarez and it's a good payday. Canelo Alvarez is the one that's been proven time and time again, accomplishing time and time again. So for people, it's not that Canelo Alvarez doesn't have courage. It's not that Canelo Alvarez doesn't have the balls. It's not that Canelo Alvarez doesn't have the heart. It's that Canelo Alvarez is the one that we count on. We don't count on nobody else. We don't have no expectations. It's sometimes good to have expectations. Have you ever been with a person when you tell them, I got no expectations of you? It's almost like I don't care what you do, right? I don't have no expectations. We have all the expectations of Canelo Alvarez. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the pressure of Canelo Alvarez. We're talking about the Canelo Alvarez have to face a 168-pounder. And if he doesn't face a 168-pounder, he should face Bud Crawford. Look at the gap that Canelo Alvarez have to cover. How many times I have to say this? No fighter in the history of the sport of boxing has to cover the gaps of Canelo Alvarez. Pause. Let's be real. So Canelo Alvarez got to face the boogeyman at 168, or he needs to face the 147, undisputed. And he already faced the undisputed at 154. And he needs to face the champion in Jamar Charlo. That means that Canelo Alvarez has to cover the ground of the best 147, the best at 154, the best at 160, and the best at 168. Wow. Not even Floyd Mayweather had to cover all that ground. Not even Manny Pacquiao had to cover all that ground. No fighter in the history of the sport of boxing needed to cover the ground of Canelo Alvarez. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we need to just slow down a bit. We want to see Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez, but damn it, Canelo Alvarez has a pressure that I never seen any fighter get. Let's be real. Let's be honest, bruh. We asking for too much now. We are going in on Canelo Alvarez, pause. Like we never gone in, pause, to another fighter ever. Let's be real. He got to face David Benavidez or Bud Crawford 147. So he needs to do the job of 147, 154, 160, 168. 175 too, because he became a champion. 175, he has to cover the grounds of 5 divisions. Canelo Alvarez has to cover the best. What they gonna say? If Bivol beats Artur Beterbiev, or Artur Beterbiev beats Bivol, people gonna say that Canelo Alvarez probably should go to the 175 and challenge, right? Ladies and gentlemen, it's because we depend on Canelo Alvarez, because we don't depend on nobody else. We depend on Canelo Alvarez. So when we depend on Canelo Alvarez, we get frustrated with Canelo Alvarez as well. Your wife do everything for you, right? You do everything for your wife. But who could get you more tight? Your wife. Who could get your wife tight? Your husband, her husband, you. Why? Because she expects something from you. Ask a girl when another guy in the street calls her beautiful. Eso no le importa a ella. But if you call her beautiful, pussy wet. If you don't call her beautiful, ¿qué le pasa a ella? Her mind is all over the place. Enfogonado, desperate, mad. You understand what I'm trying to say? The truth is, we don't expect. Look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna give you a flip it. No, punch. No. Philip. Oh yeah, man. Philip. Oh yeah, man. I'm not flipping no narrative. There's no narrative here. I'm not like these other guys out here. I'm not like these other guys. I'm still human. I still cut Break it down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. I've been saying it ever since I started my channel. Am I right? I don't know. Am I wrong? Probably not. Everybody got an opinion. I'm breaking things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. Right? Right? I'm just breaking it down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. Punch a bull. I'm saying that I want Canelo Alvarez to fight David Benavidez. I want that fight. I think it's the best fight in the sport of boxing. I think it's the most lucrative fight in the sport of boxing. I think that David Benavidez has earned his right as a mandatory position, yes. But also, we can't shame Canelo Alvarez like this motherfucker is something special. David Benavidez have not proved that he's something special yet. Not compared to Canelo Alvarez. Maybe compared to the Kalen Plants of the world. Maybe compared to the Callum Smith of the world. Maybe compared to the Demise Andre of the world. Maybe compared to the Lemieux of the world. But not when it comes to Canelo Alvarez. David Benavidez has done shit. Shit. That's the facts. He said Punch is mad because his homeboy got work. I don't understand, bro. How can y'all listen to me and come up with dumb shit like that? Am I speaking another language? Am I speaking another language out here? I'm gonna say it again. Let me say it again. And then I'm not gonna look at the chat. I'm going to say it again. Let me see, because if I say something and I'm saying something that's logical, I know it's logical. If I see a chat, if I open my eyes, I'm gonna see a chat, and I'm gonna say, and I see some dumb shit, I'm gonna block y'all. I want to be respected. Everybody knows when I'm clowning around. Everybody knows I'm taking it serious. David Benavidez has not done 20% of what Canelo Alvarez has done in his career. Those are the facts. Those are the facts. When we're talking about mega fights in the sport of boxing, we're talking about mega, legacy, mega fight, pound for pound versus pound for pound, legacy versus legacy. When your legacy is put on the line and my legacy is put on the line, there ain't no fucking legacy David Benavidez have to put on the line with Canelo Alvarez. There is no legacy David Benavidez got on the line to put against Canelo Alvarez. Those are the fucking facts. Those are the fucking facts, right? Or we're playing dumb out here. Are we playing dumb out here? Are you going to call me a liar, guys? Are we going to compare Canelo Alvarez's legacy to David Benavidez's legacy? That's what we're going to. That's what you're going to come over here and tell Punch Run Boxing. Are you going to tell me that no, David Benavidez didn't lose his opportunity not one but two times? If that's fucking Canelo Alvarez's fault? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Oh, you're supposed to fucking shame Canelo Alvarez to take care of his fucking mistakes? Is that what you're going to tell me? Oh, yeah, Canelo Alvarez has responsibilities. Yes, Canelo Alvarez has responsibility as an undisputed world champion in the world. But guess what? Why he's undisputed and didn't have to go through David Benavidez? Because David Benavidez didn't take care of his responsibility. We want to talk about responsibilities today? Do we want to talk about responsibilities today? Canelo Alvarez has responsibility. Well, goddamn it was fucking David Benavidez's responsibility to take that fucking coke out his motherfucking nose and come in shape and get in weight and keep his motherfucking straps. Are we going to give responsibilities? Or are we going to be like the liberals? Huh? And everybody could just pull out the victim card. Huh? Don't hold nobody accountable. And still was given a title shot to go to 175 and fight Artur Beterbiev. And guess what? Felix, guess what? Canelo Alvarez paid for being pop with PEDs. He paid for it. Still got the fight with Triple G. Hey, maybe Triple G should have been like, you know what? I don't want to fight dirty fighters. I'm not fighting Canelo Alvarez. But the fans didn't care, really, because we all wanted to see Triple G and Canelo Alvarez. We didn't care. We want to pick and choose when to hold people accountable. We want to pick and choose who's mandatory. We want to pick and choose what mandatory should be taken care of. I want to see the fight, but to shame. How about if David Benavidez would have took care of Bivol right after? Instead of fighting Kalen Plant, how about take Bivol out? And then Canelo would have to, Take Bivol, take Baturi, become undisputed in the 175-pound division. How about that? How about if David Benavidez become undisputed in 175-pound division, and then Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez, two undisputed versus undisputed? How about if that was something? If David Benavidez wins in his next fight, if David Benavidez wins his next fight, becomes WBC interim, and mandated to fight the winner of Bivol and Beterbiev later on this year, and he becomes champion. Now you tell me, David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez, how sweet that would be now. Then it's legacy versus legacy, pound for pound versus pound for pound. Now it's your legacy up against mine. That's a mega fight. David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez right now is a trending fight. It's a good fight for boxing, for the fans. It does nothing for Canelo Alvarez. But if David Benavidez, he could do it this year. He could do it this year. Forswick, whatever his name is, and then be mandated to fight the winner of Bivol and Beterbiev for big fight, and he becomes the light heavyweight undisputed, then Canelo Alvarez, the super middleweight undisputed, Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez 2025, Cinco de Mayo, undisputed versus undisputed, the Mexican monster versus the curving Mexican superstar and monster himself, Canelo Alvarez. That's a mother effing mega fight. That's a mega fight in the sport of boxing. That is best fight in the best. This is not the best fight in the illusion best. Jackie Hernandez, la reina de boxeo, con 20 pesos. Jackie. What's good, Jackie? Thank you, Jackie. God bless you, Jackie, with the $20 super chat. Comprar comida china o comprar comida del malecón. Rap Star Boxing Eyes, the voice of the UK, London, saying the reason why Floyd putting Crawford on notice because of what Bernie said. Maybe. Maybe. Good looking now, Jackie. How's everything, Jackie? Now, I posed a question earlier today, and I'm going to ask the question again. I want to talk about this. Y'all my familiar, right? Everybody out here in the YTBC, the YouTube boxing community, right? Everybody goes to different type of channels. Everybody does subscribe to other channels. They like other channel hosts and stuff like that. But I could see a little bit of, I'm worried about the community. You feel me? Because, I'm your peoples. Punch Wrong Boxing. Y'all already know, man. I break it down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively, right? You can count on me to give you the truth. You can count on me to be objective, right? I just want to ask the question out there. Because when we're talking about Canelo Alvarez and the PBC deal and things of that nature, now Canelo Alvarez is running back to PBC. And I heard a lot of people say that that PBC was broke. I heard that that Al Heyman, aka Al Hamon, was broke. I heard that there was supposed to be an announcement that was supposed to be made several weeks ago that on the Tuesday he's supposed to come out and say that he's leaving PBC because PBC doesn't want to give him the money and stuff like that. But we're talking about reports. But how many people heard in this community say that PBC has no money, that PBC can't afford Canelo Alvarez, that Canelo Alvarez left because PBC is broke? How many people have heard that in the community? Just give me a yes or no. Just give me a yes or no. Just give me a yes or no. Give me a yes or no. Please. Let's have this camaraderie. Let's have this dialogue right here with the people in the chat. How many times did y'all hear that PBC is broke? Al Heyman got no money. He's $900 million down. How many people have heard that, right? Jackie Hernandez says yes. Anthony Rez says yes. Mr. Sanchez says yes. CDB. Uptown Boy say yes. Sid says C. Man, a lot of people heard it, right? Come on, I get 15 more seconds. How many people heard that PBC don't got no money and broke and all that stuff? R said yes. Philip said yes. Damn, nobody's saying no. So everybody knows it. Everybody is really know this community, right? Whether you want to go to this boxing content creator, this channel, or this channel. Domingo Bonilla in the building with a $5 super chat says Canelo was holding them belts hostage like Dev did his brother. Difference is Canelo ain't letting it go. Don't hold the belt hostage any longer, please. I do believe that he's holding the belt hostage, Domingo. I do agree with that. I do agree with that because he did fight Beterbiev. I'm sorry. He did fight Bivol. Then Triple G moved up. Then John Ryder. Then Jamel Charlo. And of course, David Benavidez has been in position. So yes, he's been holding the belt hostage. He's currently holding the belt hostage. If he fights Jaime Munguia, if he fights Jamal Charlo, he's still putting it up. He's still defending it, but he's not defending it with the 168-pound guy that's been in position in David Benavidez. So you are correct on that. But he's still defending it, but not with the right person that we feel deserves it. So yes, they got money and still effing his contract up. What the F? Okay, now if PBC got no money, and because this is layman, this is easy, right? If PBC got no money and Al Heyman, aka Al Hamon, doesn't have money, then Canelo Alvarez must be the dumbest businessman in the sport of boxing. The Canelo Alvarez business handlers must be kindergartners, because nobody in this chat will go to a bum to do business. Nobody will go to your local liquor store and find one of those strung out homeless dudes or strung out heroin addicts and be like, hey, yo, my man, hey, yo, let's go on business together for me, man. Can you hook me up with a job? You know what I'm saying? I want some health benefits and things of that nature. No, ain't nobody gonna be doing business with no bum. Ain't nobody do business with broke motherfuckers. As a matter of fact, you can't even get an apartment if you broke. You can't even get an apartment if you broke. The landlord's gonna look at you like you stupid. The realtor's gonna look at you stupid. You can't find a house. You won't sign a deal if you don't got the money. The people that you try to buy a house with, they're gonna be like, where's your funds? Where's your funds? So if PBC doesn't have any money, why the hell is Canelo Alvarez leaving PBC mutually part ways and come back 6 days and say, ay, Jamón, mire, yo hablé con Eddie Hearn y me dijo Eddie Hearn que él no tiene dinero también. So I'm coming back. Please, can we reconstruct the contract? I know, please, big. I'm sorry. I will fight Jaime Munguia. I will fight Jamal Charlo. Just please give me the money, okay? I'm sorry, Jamón, okay? I didn't know that these guys didn't have no fucking money, okay? Mentiroso. Canelo Alvarez ran back to Sugar Daddy Heyman. That's y'all don't want to hear that. Huh? Why? Because y'all hate PBC? Yeah. Canelo Alvarez ran back to Sugar Daddy Heyman. Huh? Hey, yo, we got the money. Heyman was like, we got the money for you, Canelo. We got the money for you. I know you have the money. I signed that. Hey, money for me. I want the 35 million, okay? 35 million, I don't care. Well, what about David Benavidez? Hey, David Benavidez, get the fuck out of here. Give me 35 million right now, or I leave right now, okay? Al Heyman's like, yo, Canelo, relax. We got the money. You have the money, okay? I'm on my money right now, account right now, escrow right now, okay? No money, no Canelo for you, Al Heyman. No money, no Canelo for you. I leave. I go to Eddie Hearn. You know he paid me, okay? Eddie Hearn give me money, all right? I leave right now. Canelo, we respect you. We gave you the most money to fight Caleb Plant. You remember that? I remember. I crossed the 3 over here. And you say, hey, yo, Canelo, I have 58 million for you. I come over here. I know Al Heyman, I do deal for you because you have money. And now you say you don't want to pay me. It's not good. That's not fair. Fuck you. No. I respect you, Canelo Alvarez, but we're with Amazon Prime, all right? When we was with Showtime, man, he was going to give us the money, all right? You feel me? And we got the money. But they want you to fight David Benavidez. Okay, no, I don't want to fight him. He tall, he big, he's strong. You think it's what he did to the Benavidez? No, la verdad, I'm not crazy. I'm good, but not crazy. We got the money. Do you have the money? So give me. I want Jamal Charlo. Shit. Okay, we give you Jamal Charlo. But if we give you Jamal Charlo, you got to promise us you're going to fight David Benavidez. We got the money. 35, whatever you want, 60 million. We got the damn money, Canelo. I don't want to fight David Benavidez, okay? You don't give me money to fight Charlo. You don't have money. No Canelo for you. Get the fuck out of here, Al Heyman. Get the fuck out of here like I told Dimitri Andre. I leave right now. So I don't want to do this, but Amazon Prime, that's just the way it is. So, okay, we shook hands. No problem, okay? I don't sue you, you don't sue me, we good. I go to Eddie because Eddie always good to me. Fuck you, I leave, but no suing me. We good, agree, I leave. 6 days later, I mean, within the 6 days, Canelo Alvarez go to to Eddie Hearn because Eddie Hearn, you know what I'm saying, he been blowing up money, blew a bunch of money out there with the zone. The zone has put Eddie Hearn in a budget now. Hey, Eddie, you like it de payama that I say you, my friend? Bloody motherfucker. Hey, how you think about Berlanga? Hey, Jaime Munguia. Well, I can't have Jaime Munguia because he's a golden boy. I don't want to work for Oscar de la Hoya, okay? No, I know friend with him. Okay. 35 million to fight Edgar Berlanga. Woo! 35 million, bruv. I'm sorry, Canelo Alvarez. I mean, we would love the fight, but 35 million. Oh, I mean, I don't think the zone's gonna let me give you that. Eddie, come on. I left out Heyman. Come on, I told him, fuck you and fuck all of the cheating. Fucking him. You have to help me out here. We do big good business. Well, Canelo Alvarez, you want me to tell you the truth? Remember the fight with Bivol? We didn't sell out. We paid you a lot of money. You know that Triple G trilogy? We thought it was going to be as big as the first and second one. Not even close. We lost money. Canelo, the truth is, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad. Your value is declining a bit. Just a bit. Just a bit. So we just don't have that 35 million guaranteed to give you with Edgar Berlanga, who still haven't generated. He's just a Hulu theater fighter. You understand what I'm trying to say? Eddie Reynoso, because reports said that Eddie Reynoso had that was insulted by Eddie Hearn. Eddie Reynoso said, "What? That our value is declining? Are you crazy? Hey, bruv. I didn't know that you knew how to speak English. I know how to speak English now. I'm Eddie Reynoso. I'm manager. What are you talking about that? Our value is declining. Well, I know that we didn't sell out with Bivol and sell out with Triple G and sell out with Jermell Charlo. But our value is not declining, okay? I know the numbers. I know what I'm talking about. Well, you don't know the numbers. You're just really you're a trainer. You call, and Canelo Alvarez got tight because the report said that Eddie Reynoso was insulted. We go now. I'm sorry, bruv. You know I love you. Give me the pajama that I sent you, the silk pajama that I gave to you, and we take a picture together. You remember, Eddie? Eddie, you remember the picture, the pajama that we have, and we hugging and stuff like that? How many pictures I have? I'm hugging you. No money for me. My value going down. Fuck you, Eddie. I'm sorry, bruv. I mean, I got Anthony. I'm a little busy this week, Canelo. I got Anthony Joshua fighting Francis Ngannou out there in the sun. Maybe we could talk. Maybe we could talk after this week. How about that? Fuck you. Fuck you. So Canelo Alvarez left. The report said that he's speaking now with PBC. But also the reports are saying, and boxing content creators are saying that PBC is broke. That PBC has no money. So what the hell is Canelo Alvarez doing? What the hell is he doing business with broke motherfuckers? It's because PBC ain't broke. It's because PBC and Al Heyman ain't broke. They got money. But now Al Heyman and PBC collectively is thinking just like you. They don't want to give Canelo Alvarez all that money to fight Jamal Charlos of the world. They want to give him the money if he's going to fight David Benavidez, the fight that you want to see, the fight that you shamed Canelo Alvarez to come to fruition, the fight that I want to see, you want to see, everybody want to see. Al Heyman is thinking just like you. But because of your hate of PBC, because of all these channels started these narratives for you to hate PBC, you don't want to give in. You don't want to be smart about it. You don't understand that you're being hustled by these channels for you to hate PBC. But Canelo Alvarez is doing business with PBC, and you're a Canelo Alvarez fan. So I ask you, why do you hate PBC but you love Canelo Alvarez? And we understand that Canelo Alvarez got his money versus Caden Plant, got most money that anybody has ever given him in one fight. It was Al Heyman. Gave him another deal, Al Heyman, and he's being honest with Canelo Alvarez and telling him, I will give you the money. You just have to promise us the fight that the world wants to see. So why do you have a problem with PBC if PBC is thinking just like you? Maybe because you don't want to give in. Maybe because you was trained and hustled to hate PBC. That's what it is. In the boxing community, in the YTBC, you was trained by your one of your favorite boxing content creators to hate PBC, and you're like, PBC is broke because the boxing content creator told you that PBC was broke. That's the reason. And now you're all over the place, not understanding why Canelo Alvarez is going back to Sugar Daddy Heyman because Sugar Daddy is broke. No. It's because he has the money, and the doors are closing in, and the walls are closing in on Canelo Alvarez. If Eddie Hearn don't have the money, did you call Eddie Hearn broke? Eddie Hearn wasn't ready to give Canelo Alvarez that same guarantee to fight Berlanga. Is he broke? You ain't say Eddie Hearn is broke because that's not the narrative. You ain't say Matchroom Boxing is broke because that's not the narrative. So why do you let people on Twitter and YouTube tell you that PBC is broke? What's the agenda? What's the hustle? Why? Because the people that tell you it has nothing to do with boxing. Listen to me, folks. You're getting hustled once again. You're getting hustled. Okay? He said, Rapstar Boxing Knowledge said, or is Canelo value decline? Maybe Canelo Alvarez, as it comes as an attraction in the arena, have declined. Canelo Alvarez in the last 3 American bouts have not sold out the arena. So it's fair to say that Canelo Alvarez's value is declining just a bit. And Canelo Alvarez is in position where he's going to get the most money, but now he needs a dancing partner. And that dancing partner is David Benavidez. And PBC is willing to make that fight and give Canelo Alvarez every dime if he promised the David Benavidez fight. So people are going to say, well, if he was not in the 3-fight contract deal, why did Al Heyman give Canelo Alvarez a 3-fight deal with no David Benavidez? Dummy, who wouldn't want Canelo Alvarez regardless if there's a David Benavidez and not in that deal? If I could lure you in, I'm still doing great business with the distributor. I'm still doing great business with the network. I could tell the network I got Canelo Alvarez. Sometimes you're just not doing business for the fighter. You're also doing business for your umbrella. You're doing business for your brand. I am out of Showtime. I'm seeking for a new deal, and I got Canelo Alvarez under me. So peep this. I get Amazon Prime. It's also a business deal with PBC. I got Tank. I got Canelo. How the fuck you think he's gonna get an Amazon Prime deal? It's also business. Just like I want Canelo Alvarez to do business, Al Heyman is doing business. Golden Boy Promotion would love Canelo. Matchroom would love Canelo. PBC would love Canelo. Top Rank would love a Canelo for the right price and the right fight. But if Canelo Alvarez is telling everybody he's not going to face a David Benavidez, why does Top Rank is going to knock on Canelo Alvarez's door? Why Golden Boy Promotion is going to knock on Canelo Alvarez's door? And why is Eddie Hearn saying, go back to PBC? I don't have the money because you're telling me you wouldn't fight David Benavidez. Canelo Alvarez is the one that's probably being the diva in the negotiation table because everybody wants that one fight and everybody is in a budget. Do you understand, folks? Everybody's in a budget. Eddie Hearn is in a budget. You don't understand why he's working with other promoters now? Golden Boy Promotions is working with other promoters now. Oh, yes. Top Rank is also working with other promoter now. Did you know that Eddie Hearn lost the purse bid to the Raymond Ford, and that's why Raymond Ford was fighting under Top Rank? So now I want to know, who are these channels that are PBC fanboys? Who is pushing this narrative that the PBC is the PBC fanboys, the PBC fanboys, these guys? Who is the PBC fanboys that I'm hearing? Anybody can just mention the channels. We all in this community, right? I just want to prove to you that you probably getting hustled. Because I don't believe there's a bunch of channels that are PBC fanboys and really downplaying and shitting on Canelo Alvarez on day to day, every day in every channel. Or maybe is that other channels are trying to create this illusion that they're fighting a battle, that they're fighting this imaginary person that telling you that it's hating on Canelo Alvarez and PBC this and PBC shitty and all that stuff. Who are these guys? Can anybody help me out? Because anybody help put the channel down that is a PBC fanboy channels? Going against the grain. Let me see. LDBC hating on Canelo. Coach Malachi community hating on PBC. Dog, he said LDBC hating on Canelo and Coach Malachi community hating on PBC. He said IBFP Canelo fam. Shout out to and shout out to all the boxing content creators. Everybody knows each other now. So let's just be real with everybody. Ron said PBC has no value, so they can't match Canelo up well. Blue Billy. All the fake pro-black channels, says Uptown Boy. All the fake pro-black channels. I want to keep this right here because I'm going to Uptown. Shout out to Uptown. But let me tell you how you've been hustled. I'm your boy. I'm your boy. But I just want you to. I'm going to make you think that probably they're trying to hustle guys that think like you. You said all the fake pro-black channels are the PBC fanboys. I'm gonna debunk that. And those who's going up against them are the one that's creating that type of mindset. That's a narrative right there. Yeah. It's a narrative. I don't want my people to get hustled. Y'all support me. So I got to keep it real with y'all. I don't knock anybody's hustle. I'm just letting you know that you're being hustled. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to keep that right there. Should I post some receipts? Please exit stage right again. You don't know that. Should I bring some receipts, guys? Should I bring some receipts and let y'all know that that people are being hustled? No, I see. I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it real. LDBC ain't the problem. Shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to all the boxing content creators. Shout out to new media. Shout out. Look. Give me this. Hold on. I'm gonna get you right here. Shout out to Blue. Shout out to Ring. Shout out to the Boxing Voice. Shout out to Coach. Shout out to 78. Shout out to Fanon. Shout out to everybody that knows everybody. Shout out to Showbiz the Adult. Shout out to everybody. I'm schooling y'all subscribers to watch out for narrative, watch out for hustle, watch out for the real, watch out for the fakes. Now, he said life and logic. Okay, Punch. I'm gonna give it to y'all. Ron, Punch. I think people got tired of fighting, getting in the ring, and fearing Canelo. Started with Eddie, but Al has the same issue: bad fights. Ron, con los 5 pesos de super chatty parike. All right. Now, this might good looking out. I appreciate you, Ron. Maybe. I think that every promotional company and every boxing entity does good, and some of them sometimes is a hit or miss with everybody. Okay. This might be a little blurry, not blurry, but if you turn your phone around and probably make the screen a little bit bigger, maybe on your TV. I want you to see what I've done here. And I think that everybody is familiar with these channels. Boom. Let me put that right. Let me put this comment right here that just watch the screen. I want to leave this right here. Uptown Boy says all the fake pro-black channels. I asked the question and I said, who is this PBC fanboys? Now, I want you to look at your left. I want you to look at your right. I put a bunch of channels so y'all can see that maybe it's not accurate what y'all saying. Now, if you look at look at I just want you to see. Turn your phones around. If it's too blurry, I got it right. Okay, these are the channels that I got on my screen right now. And I could put more, but I just want you to get an idea what I'm about to talk about. You got BFTB, you got Boxing Conversations, you got this new channel that's called Hamburger Cheese. That's actually supposed to be Black Fight Fans. Remember Black Fight Fans? You got Akaka TV. You got 78 Sports TV. You got Phenom Boxing, right? On one side. On the other side, you got True Media Boxing. You got BDA. You got Ring IQ, and you got IBFP. Now, now take a good look at the recent videos. Let me know what y'all see. I want you to look at the recent videos. I want you to see the recent videos. Remember, there's people out there that says that these guys on your left or your right, wherever you have your screen, I'm talking about the Barbershop Conversations, the Phenom, the Kaka TV, that these guys are PBC fanboys are creating these narrative against Canelo Alvarez. Can you name me how many videos they have done of Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez? Just look at it. Just look at it. I'm giving y'all some receipts so y'all can understand what's going on here. How many videos, look, from each of these channels that people come to my channel and say that these guys are PBC fanboys, that these guys hate on Canelo Alvarez and stuff like that. Now, let me say it like this. Some of these guys used to raise bait a little bit and stuff like that. Yes, some of these guys are pro-black and stuff like that. But when we're talking about the current state, I ain't talking about 2 years ago with the glove game. I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about right now. Who is this PBC fanboy? Just take a look at these guys' recent videos pulled out. Now, look at the other side as well. So you got True Media Sports TV. He got 3 Canelo Alvarez or 2 Canelo Alvarez. You got BDA, all Canelo Alvarez. You got IBFP, all Canelo Alvarez. You got Ring IQ. He got a couple of David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez topics. Now you got the other side. Nothing from BFTV, nothing from Barbershop Conversation, nothing from Black Fight Fan. You got nothing from Akaka TV, nothing from Phenom, and nothing from 78 Sports TV. So maybe this other side will tell you that these guys are creating these narrative. These guys are going against Canelo. These guys. It seems to me that somebody is creating. That certain people are creating this illusion that there's somebody that's going against Canelo Alvarez and the David Benavidez. As a matter of fact, these guys ain't even talking about David. They're not really even paying attention to this Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez shit. Because they're more focused on the Gervonta Tank Davis, the Devin Haney, the Shakur Stevenson, the Bud Crawfords, and the Earl Spence. I'm just giving y'all some receipts out here. Just look at the screen. Who is the PBC fanboys? Who are these people that's going against the Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez situation? Who? Or it's just an illusion. Or some of these channels are saying, hey, yo, guess what? Hey, yo, these PBC fanboys, they ain't shit. They going crazy. Look what they talking about Canelo. Look what they talking about David Benavidez. Look at this. Look at it. They trying to be on this Al Heyman rock train. Hey, yo, let me tell you something. Barbershop Conversation hates Al Heyman. Let me give you another thing. Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV. He's saying that it was PBC's fault that the Canelo Alvarez situation. Phenom is barely talking about this situation. Akaka TV is barely talking about this situation. 78 Sports TV is barely talking about this situation. So there's people that's just going up against these guys for no reason. See, they're using these guys. That's what I see. See, because on this side, shout out to BDA, they're the ones talking about Canelo Alvarez. IBFP, shout out to my brother IBFP, he's talking about Canelo Alvarez. Ring IQ is talking about Canelo Alvarez and the PBC situation, and True Media Boxing is talking about the PBC, it's talking about the Canelo Alvarez, and they're talking about it. These other guys could give a shit, but some may critique them like if they are. So somebody is getting hustled out here. In reality, LDBC ain't talking shit about the Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez. Matter of fact, they're actually being used. They're being used to create content because, of course, they have high traffic in this community, and probably in the past they have all these things to say maybe about Canelo Alvarez. But these other channels are acting like these channels are actually talking about, or new media is actually out there going hard body against going up against Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez and protecting Al Heyman. These guys ain't protecting Al Heyman. So I'm gonna ask y'all again. Look at the recent uploads of these gentlemen. Are these guys preaching the hate of Canelo Alvarez recently? Are these guys going at it and creating a bunch of narratives? No. See, I keep it unbiased, logically, and objectively. I keep it real. They're not. They're not. Some people are just being fooled out here. Some people are being hustled out here in the name of using these guys. I got to keep it real. LDBC is staying in their lane. Some of these guys in new media, these other guys, they're staying in their lane. They ain't even giving a shit about this shit. These other channels are using them. They're using an illusion. They're using an illusion that they're, oh my God, guys, guess what? These PBC fanboys are going crazy. And guess what? No. Y'all going crazy. Y'all creating an illusion. Y'all debating and debunking a boogeyman that is not even there, but to sustain your subscribers and sustain your followers. That's what it is. It's a hustle, and you're getting hustled. See, maybe 2-3 years ago, when people were spinning the glove gate, then people was going out there to debunk these other channels. But right now, they're not about that. As a matter of fact, some of the pro-black channels, they're going against each other. They have the Earl Spins versus the Bud, the Tank versus the Shakurs, or the Shakurs and the Haneys. Shakur is top rank. Haney is the zone. As a matter of fact, they support the zone more than anything right now. Do y'all see what I'm talking about, folks? I bet most never been in the ring before, champ. Good night, princess. Y'all see what I'm talking about, folks? All these channels use Tank and Canelo's name, even if the info is not true. Anthony Red said. But Anthony Red, do y'all understand what I'm talking about? Now, let me tell you like this: some content caters to people's argument, right? And it's not even about the truth anymore. Some of these channels use Rick Glazier. Shout out to Rick Glazier. I got to be honest with y'all. Can I be honest with y'all? I just want y'all to know. What y'all got tuning in for. Some of the channels use Rick Glazier because Rick Glazier hates PBC. So Rick Glazier has become their source because they hate PBC. So it aligns with their target audience. The target audience doesn't mean that it's true. It's a hustle. It's a game. So you use Rick Glazier to shame PBC. You use whatever Rick Glazier is saying. So some of these channels was using Rick Glazier. And while Rick Glazier was saying that PBC is broke and Al Heyman is broke, these guys adopted it. It became fun because they're using Rick Glazier because they have an audience that hate PBC. They have built an audience to hate PBC. And now some of these channels are really not saying too much about it because Rick Glazier didn't give the proper information. The truth is that PBC is not broke. Shout out. I respect it. I don't knock nobody's hustle. I'm just letting y'all know what to look for. I'm not knocking it. Everybody hustling. Everybody want to get their money up. Everybody want to get their views up. In the business, you want to seek a target audience. My target audience, Punch Run Boxing target audience, always been breakdowns unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. I'm here to preserve the sport of boxing. I'm here to preserve the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. If you ever see me go after a particular channel, that's because they're race baiting and they're dissing my culture. That's when I step in. That's when I have stepped in the past and went toe to toe with any boxing content creator when they trying to downplay my culture, Latino culture, because that's my culture, and I'm going to fight for it to the death. That's the only way I stepped in. But to be honest, there's people out here in this community that have become what they hate. They're not talking boxing. They're hustling your ass. That's the difference. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. This side is going to go with Dan Raphael, Mike Coppingers, and this side is going to go with the Rick Glazier information. So one side is going to say, "Hey, yo, Gervonta Tank Davis did do 300K pay-per-views or 200K pay-per-views or 1.2," and this side is going to say that 61K pay-per-view because it's going to create, it relates and it caters to their argument. It caters to their audience. This has nothing to do with boxing. It has to do everything with catering with their audience and giving their audience what they want. That's it. And you guys have to make a decision on what's real. And guess what? Certain people or certain channels that's coming is adopting that type of mindset. That's why how many channels y'all know that could give praise to Canelo Alvarez and give praise to Jamal Charlo? How many channels you know that could give praise to Demetrius Andre and give praise to Canelo Alvarez? How many channels y'all know? How many channels y'all know that could show man love to Teofimo Lopez and show man love to Shakur Stevenson? How many channels y'all know that could have Teofimo Lopez this day and then the next day have Shakur Stevenson and have a Keyshawn Davis and probably have of Andy Cruz the next day? How many channels will do that? How many channels have their platform open? How many channels you've seen that have Teofimo Lopez Sr. and Devin Haney and Bill Haney on the same panel chopping it up? How many channels you see having Kid Austin and Bill Haney on the same panel? No, they will probably have just Bill Haney because they can't have the other side because then it doesn't cater to that. You need this person to say the last word. Understand what I'm trying to say, folks? Anthony Red said, not many. Not many. You got to cater to an audience. Punch, what you think is winning the Nick Ball this weekend? I don't know, brother. Christian Padilla. Yo, Punch. Yo, why your numbers ain't all the way to the 600s and the 500? Maybe because I compromise my subscribers. Because I could get subscribers that are Canelo Alvarez fans, and then I get subscribers of that is David Benavidez fans. And people don't like that. So you're going to subscribe and unsubscribe. You think all of a sudden guys like Loquito de, he said, just like Bloods and Crips, they love when blacks are fighting. Ron said, Punch, you are the best channel. Our delivery, but best. Good looking out, man. Appreciate you with the $2 super chat. Con los 2 pesos de plátano. I'm not knocking nobody. A lot of people are just doing their thing. They're doing their boxing consecrated. They got their style. They got their delivery. They got their hustle. All I'm saying is some people just talking shit and they're not even talking boxing. Who celebrates? Let me ask you a question. When you see somebody celebrate that Showtime is not here anymore, Showtime, you think that people was happy when HBO went off, went out of boxing? You think it's good for boxing that Showtime is out of boxing? You think after 2023, I don't give a damn if you like PBC or not, 2023, PBC did their thing. Who's happy that people are living boxing? Who's happy to say that somebody, bro? Who's happy? Are you happy that Showtime is out of boxing? Are you happy that HBO is out of boxing? Is it PBC's fault that HBO is done? Come on, y'all. These ain't boxing fans. These are narrative pushers out here. They don't give a damn about the sport of boxing. They give a damn about their target audience, and they're going to capitalize off their target audience by any means. They're not going to turn around and give Al Heyman the benefit of the doubt because that's not the audience that they build. Their audience is to shame, critique, devalue, disrespect, and hope that PBC is out. They don't give a damn about David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez. They don't care about that because it's under the PBC umbrella that fight could happen. So there was some of the people was happy. Some of the people was actually happy that Al Heyman left. How are you happy Al Heyman left? I'm sorry that Canelo Alvarez left Al Heyman when we could have a fight with David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez. Al Heyman have adopted the mindset of most of the boxing fans. I'm not going to pay you all this money unless you promise us that you're going to fight David Benavidez, Canelo Alvarez. So why y'all mad? Because it's PBC. I was sad as hell Showtime went out of business. Only reason I got stars. Life and Live just said people are toxic. They are, man. Some of these people don't give a damn about the sport of boxing. It's a damn hustle, bro. It's a hustle. The sad thing about it is some of these people got high traffic. Some of these and some of these followers are just. That's why sometimes I see my comments and see somebody be like, "But hey, yo, PBC broke." Who said PBC broke? Who said PBC broke? They got Gervonta Tan Davis, they got Canelo Alvarez, and they got David Benavidez on payroll. How they broke? You telling me that Canelo Alvarez business handlers are some dummies? That's what you're telling me. You're telling me that motherfuckers be doing business with broke motherfuckers? You're telling me that a Harvard grad like Al Heyman that put the most lucrative fights of 2023, the most lucrative fights in the history of the sport of boxing, you really think Al Heyman is dumb and broke? Now, maybe he could be downsizing just like everybody else, just like any other business. They could weave around. Hey, we got to save money here. We got to save money here. Look, you don't got no potential. Get the hell out of here. You got to go. Top Rank does that. Why you think they broke away with Edgar Berlanga? Why you think they after Elvis Rodriguez lost to Sims Jr., they say, you know what, man, the Dominican fan base are not really a lucrative fan base. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather stick more with Gabe Flores Jr., which he's a Mexican. Let him lose a couple of times. We got more faith in the fan base. You think that, ladies and gentlemen, you think that Eddie Hearn signed Edgar Berlanga because of his skills and his talent? You really think that Eddie Hearn signed Edgar Berlanga for his skills and talent? I'm not knocking his skills and talent, but Eddie Hearn signed Edgar Berlanga because of the Puerto Rican fan base. He signed Edgar Berlanga for the Puerto Rican fan base. Domingo said, Pro Box TV is popping. Shout out to Pro Box TV. They're doing a wonderful thing as well. Hopefully they get the support that they deserve, and hopefully they stay afloat. Hopefully they stay afloat. Sometimes you gotta support independent shows. Shout out to Davies Entertainment as well, out there in San Antonio. Shout out to the independent shows out there in Hollywood, Florida. Shout out to the independent shows out there in Atlanta as well. Shout out to King's Promotion they've been doing their thing out there. They got some fighters from Boston, Massachusetts, Philadelphia. Good looking out, Domingo. I want to see Canelo Alvarez, David Benavidez, and I don't care who put it up. I don't care if it's Golden Boy Promotion. I don't care if it's Matchroom. I don't care if it's PBC. Whoever puts it up, I'm going to watch. Some of these people are saying, who's going to bother? Who got Amazon Prime? Hey, yo, I got DAZN. DAZN is $29.99 now. DAZN is $29 or $30 a month now. They're putting it $30 a month now. They're putting it $30 a month now. You think the DAZN gives me everything I want when I want it? When's the last time DAZN put up a fight that I want to see? But that ain't the narrative. That ain't the narrative. How many times does DAZN give you the fight that you want to see? I remember there was no fights in January of last year, and I still pay my $20 a month. I wasn't complaining like a little ass bitch. Let's go with another before we let's go with another what's another subject that we're going to be talking about? Ryan Garcia.
I'm okay. I'm not dead. I believe in Jesus.
All right. Ryan Garcia. Shout out to Ryan Garcia. He keeps on mentioning and he keeps on phrasing Jesus Christ. Shout out to Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Just keep on mentioning Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. Devin Haney is out there, became a Muslim. I'm gonna say this: we're not all perfect. I'm not perfect. I also phrase God, right? And hopefully somebody seeks a personal relationship with God Almighty. I respect all religion, especially the Islamic religion, the Christian religion. I respect religion. I respect the religion. Not every religion has that you're going to be saved. Jesus Christ is the only one to save you from your sins. So I don't want to sound a hypocrite. I don't want to sound judgmental and things of that nature, but I think that we got to put things into perspective. And I'm going to say it myself, but I'm going to say it to guys that have the platform like Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. And this is what I tweeted. Jackie, this is what I tweeted a couple of days ago. Give me 1 second. Not a couple of days ago. This is what I tweeted yesterday. Or a couple of hours ago. Several hours ago. I'm all over the place right now. This is what I tweeted. Give me 1 second. I tweeted, stop making a mockery of God, using God in your speech, yet degrade him with action. You send a message to those listening and watching that the blessings are weak, that the enlightenment is darkness. If you're not ready to represent what you claim to preach, strengthen it privately. What do I mean by that? Ryan Garcia got baptized several years ago, a couple of years ago, and he said he's giving his life to Jesus Christ. Devin Haney said he's giving his life to Allah. He's converted to Islam. But when we saw the when we saw the press conference, it seems they don't got God in them. It seems like they don't have a personal relationship with God or trying to build a personal relationship with God. And I'm speaking for myself as well, because I could be cursing out there as I do jokes out there, whatever, and stuff like that, tattoos, rings, and things like that. I don't have the platform that both of these guys got. They're being tuned by millions of people, especially Ryan Garcia. They're being tuned by millions of people. Right now, publicly, we haven't seen Ryan Garcia this bad. So my message is to Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, but right now, Ryan Garcia really, because Ryan Garcia is the one that's showing, character flaws, in my opinion, is he's going through certain things, right? Ryan Garcia, you're making Jesus Christ look weak. Why I say that? Because if you give your life to Christ, and I'm not going to say that there's going to be perfect days. I'm not going to say that, because having a relationship with God in the beginning, of course, there's going to be some hurdle. There's going to be some temptation. Is growing. You got to grow into, not everybody's going to become holy right there in the first day. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of people that's following you. There's a lot of people that's looking at you. And when you talk about God and you talk about, Jesus Christ, people want to see that Jesus Christ and his blessing has helped you, has bettered you. But it seems like right now that you're sounding worse. You're sounding like you got issues. It's letting people know that, damn, some people can interpret that as, man, Jesus Christ is not the way. I mean, as soon as this guy started liking Jesus Christ or started preaching Jesus Christ, his life is actually going to hell. That's the interpretation you're giving, Ryan Garcia. As soon as you started preaching Jesus Christ, the interpretations you're saying and the way that you're acting, the way you're talking is saying that you're more weak, that you're going through it, that you can't handle it, that now you need help more than ever. Think about it. You got to represent Christ. You got a platform. I got a bunch of kids that's looking at you, my brother. You can't show signs of getting weaker when you got Christ. You're letting people know that that's not the answer, that that's not the blessing. Ladies and gentlemen, most of the people that walk into a church is because somebody was inviting them. Some people that gets in, people get introduced to the word of God. People are introducing. So Ryan Garcia, you're introducing more people to Jesus Christ more than more than the religious folks, more than the preacher in your local church. You got a platform that you reach way more. As a matter of fact, in the sport of boxing, you got a platform that you reach more people than any other boxer. You got a platform that you reach more people than many other athletes. You got a platform that you could reach more people than any other celebrities. You got a platform that you could reach more people to introduce God more than the extreme or the mega pastor. So when you show your weakness, yet always saying Jesus Christ, and then you're cursing at somebody in the audience after saying that Jesus Christ is everything, and then you're calling this guy mother effer, and people don't know what's going on, and the family ex-wife is posting stuff up, and people don't know, and you have to be like, you know what? I'm going through certain things. Don't judge me. Stuff like Jesus Christ got my back. I got Jesus Christ. If you got Jesus Christ, why are you looking at your weakest right now? So I'm saying it, strengthen your belief, strengthen your relationship privately, because you're sending a bad message. You're sending a bad message that Jesus Christ is not the way, that Jesus Christ is not that strong, that Jesus Christ is not a blessing that people should have, because now you're looking, maybe it's promo, maybe it's real, maybe this is just a promotion tactic. I don't know. But guess what? Adding Jesus Christ, adding religion into this, because remember, y'all was talking about religion, the Muslim religion, and he's Ryan Garcia didn't say he's Christian, but he believed that Jesus Christ is the Lord and Savior. Why are you looking as weak as ever now? He said, Lofton said, yo, where you get that hoodie is fire, man. I'm trying to cop one. Hey, yo, Amazon. And the thing goes for anybody religious. The same thing can go for Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? The same thing could go for Javante Tank Davis, converting to Islam and then cursing anytime you get the chance. People are looking at you like that. You Muslim and you Christ? Really? Or y'all? I don't want the other people that don't know God is seeing you guys and saying, you know what? I don't want that Muslim is. I don't want to be a Muslim. I don't want a Christ, man. F that, man. Look at them. They going crazy. They converted. All of a sudden they converted to God and the Almighty, man. These guys, they look like the Almighty. They looking like the all. They're sounding like the all, man. They sounding like they got the devil more than God. I like that, Harry. Facts. Don't be religion. Be holy. And that's what it says in the Bible. It doesn't say nothing about religion. It's be holy. Facts, Harry. Facts, Harry. And I'm not saying I'm perfect either. I don't want people to be like, yo, Punch Drunk, but you're saying this, but what about you? No, I'm just saying we all got to be better. But you got a platform that reaches millions. Millions. Why you think the powers that be didn't like Tim Tebow? Why you think the powers that be all of a sudden said that Tim Tebow can't throw a football? Tim Tebow was converting young people to become Christians, young people to believe in Christ, young people to accept Christ as their Lord and Savior. Why you think they pull the plug on Tim Tebow? Why you think they pull the plug on Jeremy Lin? Remember he was in the Knicks? And he had the reading the Bible jester. Jeremy Lin was a devoted Christian. As soon as Jeremy Lin got that contract by Houston, he never talked about God anymore. I know what they try to do. I'm a Knicks fan. We'll give you this contract, but keep those religion gestures on your own. Remember, he used to have that celebration reading the Bible with Larry, with Lordy. Go back to the Knicks. Jeremy Lin Christian. Let's go back to Tim Zoo, the knee. At one point, Jeremy Lin, remember when Tim Tebow was at his highest? Jeremy Lin was at his highest. And both of these guys was preaching Christianity and Jesus Christ all over the place. Jesus Christ in NBA, Jesus Christ in football. And all of a sudden, Heisman 2 years, Tim Tebow. And all of a sudden he can't throw a football. My conspiracy theory is that they booed him out, they devalued him, discredited him because his belief with Christ. And he was converting a lot of young people. The whole America of young football players and athletes was doing the knee gesture. I remember around that time, young people was talking about Christ because he was playing incredible. He was playing incredible. Jeremy Lin came out of nowhere, giving Jesus Christ the glory every chance he gets. They hushed him up. All of a sudden, Ryan Garcia got Jesus and got baptized, and now his life is going in shambles. They don't promote positivity or Christ, but they love 666. Yep, that's what they want. That's what they want. Oh, yeah? Shout out to Geno Jennings. So that's what I'm saying. That's my message to Ryan Garcia. I pray for you, my brother, but remember, a lot of people are following you, Ryan Garcia. And right now, every time you say things like this,
I'm not dead. I believe in Jesus.
Do you believe in Jesus or your fear? Do you fear Christ? People could believe in Jesus. That's one thing. Like me, I believe in Jesus. I believe I have a personal relationship, but it's not perfect either. I need to strengthen my belief. I need to strengthen that personal relationship. Are we fearful of Christ? Or we just believe? Because anybody could believe nothing. I mean, anybody could believe anything. You could believe that Jesus Christ is there, but are you willing to be Christ-like? Are we ready for that? Are we really ready for that? Are we just preaching? I believe in Jesus Christ. Yeah. Do you live for him? God's will. Do we? We got to do more than just believe in Christ. We got to do more than just believe in Christ. That's all of us. All of us. We all weak. But not everybody got a platform like Ryan Garcia. What else do we have before we go? Shout out to the people that keep on smashing the like button. We spoke about this. Raymond Ford. Classic fight. Oh man, I'm gonna watch that fight again. That fight right there translated to life itself. It was a beautiful performance by Raymond Ford. Shout out to Raymond Ford. Shout out to his opponent, can't pronounce his name. What a performance by Raymond Ford. Shout out to Coach Anthony. Coach Anthony. But what I've been telling y'all about Coach Anthony. What I've been telling y'all about my brother, Coach Anthony. Coach Anthony, the evolution of teaching and training. I said to even Ryan Garcia, when Ryan Garcia was looking for a trainer, I said, do not go for the trending trainer. Go for Coach Anthony. Coach Anthony gave beautiful instructions, concise instructions. And guess what Raymond Ford actually did? Executed it. These guys did not wait. None. Both Raymond Ford and his opponent did very, very well. 7 seconds left. And there's people out there that's trying to complain that, the referee shouldn't stop it. The referee's job is not to let the fighter go into the next round. That's not the referee's job. The referee's job is to save the fighter from substantial punishment. He turned his head, he ran into the ropes, head onto the ropes, and then even Raymond Ford connected on the left and the referee stepped in. He did the right thing. The referee's job is not to look at the clock. The referee is to manage what's going inside the ring, not to dictate the fight, but keep it clean, ref the fight. He's the fourth judge in the fight. He knew that Raymond Ford's opponent was actually hurt prior to the knockdown, and he made a good judgment call in stopping the fight. And Raymond Ford did a wonderful job, a classic fight, classic performance. That's the way you don't leave it to the judge's hands. That's the way you fight, Jermaine Ortiz. You get an opportunity to become a champion for the first time. That's the way that you fight, Jermaine Ortiz, like Raymond Ford. And a matter of fact, let's talk about how his opponent, let me see how to pronounce this, Kolmatov. I'm going to say Madov. The way that Madov was performing outside, fighting on the outside, jabbing, combinations, throwing power punches, that's boxing what we saw. That's fighting in the outside. The way that Madov was fighting on the outside, that's boxing. Not that running shit that we saw from Jermaine Ortiz. That was boxing. Madov was fighting on the outside and being effective on the outside, throwing more punches than even Raymond Ford. But of course, I believe that Raymond Ford was landing the significant punches, the eye-catching punches. And I think, yes, Madov in the third round did hurt Raymond Ford, but Raymond Ford came down the stretch. Great instructions by Coach Anthony. I believe like this: if it wasn't for the instruction by Coach Anthony after the 10th round, in which he told Raymond Ford, "Hey, yo, you lose. You won the 10th round, but you need every punch, every second. You got to win every second of the next 2 rounds. You got to be first. You got to be first. You got to land more. You got to punch more and stuff like that. We need these 2 rounds. If it wasn't for that epic, that motivation with great constructive criticism and great motivation at the same time, it was beautiful work in the corner. Beautiful work, man. I was so happy for my brother, Coach Anthony. I was so happy for Raymond Ford, because I know that fighters need this guy, Coach Anthony. He is, in my opinion, the best coach in the evolution of trainer, evolution of teachers right now. Get this guy. Stop going with the trending trainers of the Eddie Reynosos, of the Derek James. You need a young, educated, I'm telling you, everybody gonna be not. If young fighters, if you're not knocking on the door of Coach Anthony right now, I'm telling you, he is going to be the Angelo Dundee of this generation. Get him right now. Get him. Call him up right now. Call him up. I'm telling y'all. I like Coach K. Karoma as well. I think the best young trainers right now is Coach Anthony, Coach K. Karoma, and also I do like Gerald Tucker as well. I hope he gets his opportunity to really train a fighter. I know he does work with Clarissa Shields, but I do think that he's going to be a wonderful job. And shout out to a lot of trainers out there doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? But I think that this is the evolution of boxing right now. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know, man. Love y'all. We're gonna shut this one down. Bozy Ennis, you know what I'm saying? He's a good trainer, you know what I'm saying? But I think that Coach Anthony, I just think that he in that corner, he's very concisive. He knows how to teach. I think he could be the best trainer. I could see him do wonders with guys like with Ryan Garcia. I could see if they put him as I think a guy like, even he could help out guys like Teofimo Lopez. I think that he could help out guys like any young fighter. I think he could help out Devin Haney, especially he's a master of the Philly shell. Coach Anthony, he's from that area. You feel me? Jersey, Philly. He worked with a lot of people. Been in the gym with the guys like Jeff Mayweather's. Been around a lot of great trainers, man. He just has soaked in all the knowledge. Has worked with a lot of amateurs and things of that nature. I think he is Bob Santo is good too. But yeah, man. So tomorrow we back at it. Tomorrow we back at it, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Probably got a special guest. And again, my condolences, my thoughts and prayers go out to Devin Haney's grandmother, Bill Haney's mother. God bless you, my brothers. And tomorrow we at it again. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.